What is up, you glorious nerds? How's everybody doing today? We are here from the Salty Nerd Podcast to bring you a variety of topics and some skits and some other weird things. And you missed a hell of a conversation 3 minutes ago. Wow. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Ruby, rucker, Rick.
Like, no teeth, man, okay? To get context for this
Scooby-Doo
fanfic, you guys got to join the membership area because we're going to clip it and we'll put it out there because it was hilarious. I'm joined as always by my fantastic panel of nerds. Matt Vader is kind of here.
I'm here. Hi. Right.
He's just hovering above the table somewhere.
Yeah, oh, that's right. And Shoot is also here.
Hello.
What's going on, you glorious redhead?
Oh, hello.
Oh, are you going blonde? Are you transitioning
I just
into blonde?
colored it yesterday. I put something pink over it.
I can
and
see
it
that.
kind of came out kind of rosy.
It's a little bubble
I
gummish.
think this is probably as blonde as I feel comfortable going.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, I have to have somebody else do it, and then I have to pay for it.
Oh, we can't have that. No. Kadish is also here producing the show. What's up, dude?
Yeah, we've got 6 minutes of gold for members. You want to sign up and watch what we were talking about before we went live.
Oh my God! Hey, what happened? You like shut the light switch off, man.
Yeah.
What happened? He's nervous.
He's trying to type
I'm
again.
staring at my phone.
He's like, my thumbs don't work.
You know, it's a weird word. Roads.
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 Look at him. This is gonna be such a great day. Hit the clip, Kadish.
You caught me off guard.
Oh, he's not ready for it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Gay!
We had this guy rolling on the floor because of that clip. It was so funny.
You guys saw Madge today. I
We did.
heard.
Oh, I've got a story for you, Jude. So we had an early day at the studio. This is going to be off topic. We're going to have a lot of stuff. We got Gina Carano suing Lucasfilm. We've got all kinds of crazy stuff
This
happening.
is called Panther.
But give me a minute because I got to tell the story.
Yeah.
It's
Oh, no.
freaking hilarious. So we had an early morning, me and Kadish. We had a business thing that we had to go to. That's why I look like this. And we were like, hey, let's grab lunch before the show goes live. I'm like, okay, let's go to Subway. As soon as we said Subway, Matt's like,
My arch nemesis.
I believe his exact words were, I can't go there.
That's
My
what I
old
said.
fiance.
so we go over to the Subway, and Madge is there. Madge is the Subway lady who makes sandwiches.
Does not give away ice for free.
She does not give away ice for free or cups.
Your friend came in here the other day asking for cups.
Yeah.
He stormed out of here in a huff.
Yeah, he stormed out of here in a huff.
I forgot she said Vader was in a huff. That's
I was
amazing.
in a huff.
So we go there, and Kadish, he's like, being friendly to the old lady, comes up, puts his arm around my shoulder,
On
which he
both
never
of us
does.
at the
On
same
both- and I'm
time.
like, what the fuck is going on right now? And he's like, these are my friends, the podcast people. And she just, nothing.
She's
Just
she
making that
instantly
sound. She was,
a light switch flip like she'd seen the video, and because he probably showed it to her.
Well, Kadish is probably like her grandson at this
Yeah.
point. She's like, "Oh, darling, you're bringing your little friends in."
she didn't even look at us.
Not those ones.
Not those
no,
friends.
No eye contact, no acknowledgement. I just said
No,
anything.
nothing.
Yeah.
Just ghosted him.
Mhm.
He's with that guy.
Mhm.
And then we proceed to make our sandwiches, and I go through mine. I get a small little sandwich. Vader gets his meat lover sandwich, and then Kadish orders the beast, right?
The beast.
The beast.
With double meats.
The double meat, the beast. Marge in the middle. I don't know if her
Madge.
name's actually Marge or Madge or whatever her name is, but in the middle of making his sandwich, she dead stops, looks up, and she goes, "Are you gonna eat all this at once?"
In one setting.
And I was like,
She's basically like, you're such a fat fuck. Why are you eating so much sandwich?
I almost died laughing.
I'm just glad you got that, not me.
You had the regular meat lovers. He had the double stuffed beast or
Yeah.
whatever that freaking sandwich is called.
Yeah. I was like, she's sandwich shaming
And
me.
she did. She totally did. She was like looking at it. She's like, "What?" And you're like, "Can you cut it 4 times?" She's like, "Ah, you want this cut 4 times?"
You sound like Aquafina in
I do?
everything.
Yeah. She's basically Aquafina. But it was even worse because she's like, "You want some mayonnaise on this?" I was like, "Yeah." And so like she squirts mayonnaise on it. Then she's like, "You want some more?" I was like, "Sure." And then
Like in her head, she's like, "I bet you want."
I
Yeah.
bet you want more, you fat piece of shit.
So like she layers it. She layers the mayonnaise on my sandwich. Then she's like, "Anything else?" And I'm like, "I'd like some honey mustard." And then she like squirts it on the very edge of the sandwich. So like it makes a huge mess. Just like it was the most messy sandwich to eat. And it was all out of spite.
And she tells Vader, she's like, "You want mayonnaise or mustard?" He's like, "I want both." I can only have one.
How can I have not one but not the other? And maybe I wanted a little other special sauce on there. I don't know.
Yeah, you were like, can you add just a little bit of oil and vinegar on those things?
Yeah,
And she's
yeah.
like,
These freaking guys.
I hope she owns that Subway.
Oh, I bet she does.
no, she doesn't.
No?
No, I know the owner. She's quite nice. She's like an old grandma.
All right. Well, that's our story. Welcome, everybody.
Madge is like the owner's friend. They used to play canasta together.
I walked in there and I felt like I was in a Clint Eastwood movie. Where I was the gunfighter and she was Clint, and I'm like, oh, it's like I couldn't even look at her. I really couldn't.
We meet again, Madge.
That was what it was like. That was what it was like.
And Vader walks in and it's like,
yeah. And then Alex is trying to make me laugh.
Oh, I was getting you. I had you rolling.
I like some pepperoncinis and some lettuce and purple onion. Oh my god, and it was terrible. I still can't go back.
You were like, you tried to make a joke. You were like, it's basically a salad. And she just was like,
not having it.
What else you want?
She said, "You're gonna need to start over, kid, because I didn't get all that stuff."
She was like, I wasn't listening to that. Can you tell me again what you want in your fucking sandwich?
God bless Madge.
I love Madge.
Some lettuce, some peppers, mayonnaise, mustard.
Start over. It's too
both,
fast.
both mayonnaise
You're
and
talking
mustard.
too fast for me. I don't get paid enough to listen to you.
Put a salad on it, put some dressing on it, cover it up,
I
wrap
want
it, let's go.
mayonnaise and mustard.
And put a couple fucking cookies in there.
He did get 2 cookies
In the sandwich.
in the sandwich.
Oh, Subway.
Anyway,
Happy Tuesday, y'all.
happy Tuesday, everybody.
Yay.
Shout out to our wonderful chat. We've got the redheaded daft cow. Hey, Jude, how you doing?
Hi.
Real old movies. Quantum Cat is here. Wendy, as always, is here. Napoleon Bonaparte. What's up, dude? We got Anthony Mark, always in the house. He says triumphant return to Subway. Yes, it was a great day.
It was a pretty good sandwich.
That Subway really rues the day.
It started off our podcasting session with a great little story. It was fun.
Yeah.
I had a great time over there.
They did have the world's slowest sandwich maker.
Madge?
No, the other guy.
Oh, the other guy. Well, he
What
was.
would you like?
He was a little.
white or wheat.
He was a little derpy.
My parents make me do this on the weekends.
Alex falls into the sloth.
Like
He's
the
so
one from
slow.
Zootopia. Remember Flash?
And I'm glad we got in there when we did, because every fucking person
It was like a lie.
in the complex all decided they want Subway today. Right after we got there,
The Dunkin' Donuts crew came in right
Yeah,
after
they did.
us. The construction
The
guys
salon
building the
ladies.
Teslas and stuff.
yeah. I was like, oh god, Derpy's gonna be in trouble.
The only one who beat us was the mailman.
Imagine Derpy. Okay.
Oh man,
Mm,
Imagine that's a freaking Imagine Derpy.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's a Derpy and Madge show.
this shirt is too hot. All
I was
right,
gonna say, do you want me to turn the air up?
no, I'm just gonna take this shirt off in a minute.
Yeah, I bet you will.
I'm gonna take it.
Yeah, wait for the super chats.
I gotta wait for Block D, right?
It's a little good.
Gay!
That's our theme this year.
Why are you gay?
We're getting super gay at the Salty Nerds 2024.
Wait, are you gay?
You are gay.
You are gay.
Making it gay and lame. Put a chick in it.
Oh, gay. Gay, so gay.
Vader kept asking me about being gay, and then he was like,
He's like, I bet you suck a dick,
he
don't
was
you?
like, can you teach me how to suck a dick? I was
It's
like,
like,
that doesn't
what's
make
it like
me
to suck
gay.
I'm a girl. No, you're not, dude.
No, yeah.
No, you're
No,
not.
you're not.
Oh man.
Gotta be careful there. You're gonna get me
So-
labeled.
Speaking of,
I don't want a label like that.
can you teach me how to?
It's like, can you teach me how to
And
doggy?
I'm not saying that. And I'm not saying that. So nobody, so like dickheads like JT out there will
Clip
clip
it.
it.
I'm gonna get you to say it today. And
He
I'm
will
gonna,
say it.
I'm gonna he's gonna say it.
He'll say it.
I'm gonna text JT as soon as you do.
Shout out to JT and R2.
Yeah, JT and R2 are
Yeah, man.
our boys. We look forward to seeing everybody in April at the
Yeah,
meetup.
hope
It'll be good.
they can make it.
Oh yeah, look at that. See, criticless. Boom.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Man, Blaine just keeps sending you little boy t-shirts.
Little
I know.
boy
We
t-shirts?
need to start charging them.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to make mine special because I'm such a fat ass.
He does have to order your special
Because he doesn't know how to order from a company that has, a larger shirt.
sheet size.
Sale.
Sail.
Sure. Drape.
Camping
Drapery.
gear.
That's a little bit better. All right, what's up, everybody? Let's talk about our first topic today.
All right.
It's almost Valentine's Day.
Hit the B.
Boom, bitch.
Boom, bitch.
Get
Oh,
out of the
no.
way.
I'm typing B in the comments. All right, that's marked. Marker. First topic for today is Valentine's Day. It's coming up, and what are you going to watch? So we came together, kind of, and we found 5 movies.
Oh, are we doing that right now? Okay.
Yeah, get your notes out,
I don't have any.
and we're
Come
gonna
on, fucker. Get it together.
we're gonna give you guys our salty nerd recommendations for Valentine's date movies.
Yes, each one of us is going to give our top 5
We have
recommendations
not consulted each other
for-
I
either.
haven't talked to anybody,
couples to watch over the romantic periods.
and I hope things get weird. That's my hope for today, especially from you. I expect some weird shit from you today.
I'll be working on it.
You didn't do your
Vader
homework, did
doesn't
you?
like homework.
Vader's like, I didn't put a list together.
Fuck you.
I'll Google it right now.
I'm doing
I
it
can
right
do the
now.
assignment.
Anyway, I'm going to start off the whole conversation here. I actually did this legitimately like 2 nights ago. We had a movie night. My wife and I put the kids to bed, hung out, watched a movie, and you know what came up? We were like, you know what? Everything on streaming right now kind of sucks. And there's not really a lot of romantic comedies. And if there are, they're like $5 Walmart bin type movies. They're not like top end good stuff. So I had to go back a ways. But I went to one of my favorite all-time date movies. It's How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, starring Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
I freaking love that movie. It
Yeah.
never gets old. It's so fun. It's funny. It was funny for her because the dynamic in that movie is the hyper ridiculous feminine stereotypes versus the hyper masculine stereotypes because
Right.
they're both trying to play each other
Mhm.
in a weird game of versus. Like he's trying to win her over, she's trying to get rid of him. It's a fun little game that they play. And my wife was laughing at all the weird things that Kate Hudson was doing in the movie, like my love for, like it was so funny. And I was laughing at everything McConaughey was doing. 'Cause he was trying to have poker night with his boys, and she shows up, and the dog pisses on the table, and they can't watch the game. And it was just hilarious. It's a great date movie. We both sat on the couch, had a great time, watched the movie, laughed, loved, had a great night. Highly recommended. If you haven't seen it in a while, it's definitely worth a rewatch. I believe it's on Paramount Plus is where we watched it. Ad free. Who's next? Who's ready?
I'll
Jude.
go.
I'll go.
Jude's ready.
I said I'd go first. Whatever.
You don't have a list.
I do have a list.
I'm looking at your.
Don't worry about
I'm
my
looking-
list.
There's nothing on it.
Listen, don't worry.
It's a blank sheet.
It
There's
is.
nothing on it.
It is. All right. So my first one. This is in no specific order, but my first one was 1989's Warlock with Julian Sands.
Ooh, good.
What?
That's good. I like
Right?
That. Yeah, that's really
Yeah, because
I've never heard of this movie. What is
you
it?
know who Julian Sands is.
I do not. Give me another movie she's in.
good.
He-
The Warlock.
Hey, whatever.
The Warlock 2.
Julian.
Julian.
Julian. Julia Gulia is a man's name. What?
Julian Sands.
Julian Sands. Blonde. Arachnophobia.
Arachnophobia.
hmm
You mean Harry from?
No.
You're a wizard, Harry.
No, not Harry Potter.
Just Google it.
Harry
You have a
from-
computer
Harry
in front
from
of you
Dumb
right
and
now.
Dumber.
He just recently died because he went hiking and then they found his
Yeah.
body.
What?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah.
He fell off the trail.
I'm gonna Google this guy.
Oh, he's all about mountain climbing. He's
Anyway,
interested all of a
so
sudden.
it's with Lori Singer from Footloose.
Yeah.
And Julian Sands plays the warlock, and he's super evil. And he looks really hot in it. And he, Julian Sands was a sexy guy, but he's dead now, so that is not intimidating for your partner.
Yeah, there's no chance your partner could leave you for Julian Sands.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This guy was in Arachnophobia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the doctor who was in the expedition.
Yeah. Spoiler, he gets killed in the barn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's a handsome dude.
Right?
All right.
Very
He's like
British.
it's like a poor man's Sting.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that
I
for
don't
sure.
know if he's a poor man Sting. He might be the middle class Sting.
Middle class thing.
Mid Sting.
Like the blue collar sting.
If you're poor, you can't land Julian Sands. Maybe now.
Because he's dead, Jude.
He was in a
Wow.
couple
That's my-
semi-familiar movies.
Yeah.
Just the Warlock. What?
I've
exactly.
Never heard of that movie.
Exactly.
And I didn't realize that he was even in Arachnophobia.
Well, you don't like horror movies.
I love Arachnophobia. That's a great, weird movie that's unintentionally funny for some reason.
Yeah.
Have a Julian Sands month or something. That'd be fun. No, it wouldn't.
Julian
That would not be-
Sands
that would not
month.
be
Yes.
You want to watch Julian
No,
Sands
no,
movie
not at
for
all.
a month?
Forget
Yes.
I ever said that.
Yes.
Forget I said
Yes.
Hey, remember that
Oh my
segment?
God, I'll be so horned up.
Remember that segment that we played around with making when you were like, "Hey, what if we just like force each other to watch shitty movies?"
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great idea.
Yeah.
She's gonna make you watch
He's
Julian
so
Sands
about
movies.
it too,
Whatever.
until it gets to be when I pick.
Yeah.
And then I'll be
that's
like,
fine.
oh, I hate this fucking topic.
What are you gonna make her
As
watch?
long as we all get to torture each other at least once, I'm all for it. I'm
Yeah.
cool with it. I watched fucking Seven Samurai for 18 hours, so that was
It's true.
Y'all gonna watch
Yeah.
some dinosaur movies if that comes around.
yeah, that's all right.
You're gonna make me lose my mind. What you got, Kate?
What you got, Kate?
Well, first, I would like to know why my wife thinks that watching Warlock is a romantic movie for couples. I mean, I get that you think Julian Sands hot, but what about me?
What about you?
Good enough answer.
Yeah, what you got for us, Kate?
All right.
This is
So,
my idea of a romantic movie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so
You don't play into it. This is my fantasy.
the assignment was romantic movies for couples.
Well, this is my fantasy couple, not the one I'm currently in.
Okay.
It's just you dating yourself.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
in my fantasy, I'm with someone who thinks also that Julian Sands is sexy.
Why are you gay? You are gay.
All right. So, my first movie for couples, which is one that Jude and I have watched and enjoyed together many times, unlike Warlock, is called The Cutting Edge. And it is, it is about a hockey player who gets injured, so he can't play hockey. So he becomes a figure skater,
Uh-huh.
and he pairs up with a very high maintenance young lady who's
Uh-huh.
a figure skater.
We have watched this together.
and
It's cute.
and they have a very adversarial relationship at first, but over the course
Until
of the movie, as they become partners, they start getting feelings for one another,
Mhm.
and it only helps them in their competition for Olympic gold.
Yeah.
So it's a very good movie.
Alternatively, Blades of Glory, great date night movie.
Uh-huh.
That is
That gets me hot every time.
that's a hilarious movie. Will Ferrell and John Hader? Hader? I don't know.
Hader.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy.
Okay.
I made my kid watch Napoleon Dynamite the other day.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
Okay.
It didn't even time right. What are you doing?
He's practicing.
You're fine.
It's fine. Yeah,
Practicing.
it's fine. He's got a
What
new
did he
toy.
think of it?
He stopped watching about 20
Yeah, I
minutes
can't
in.
imagine that would
He
hold
was
his
like, Dad,
interest.
this is so stupid. I'm like,
Mhm.
I know. This is the point.
Mhm.
I had to watch this movie when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Now you have to watch it
Yeah.
because it's so dumb. And he's like, I don't like this movie anymore, Dad. I'm like, watch
Nobody
it.
did the first time they saw it.
Yeah.
Nobody did.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everybody
I
hated
remember
it.
seeing it in the theater. I was just like, this is not funny.
It
I
is
was like,
so
what is the point of this
dumb.
movie?
And then
you can't stop thinking about it.
Yeah.
And then like 3 years later, you watch it again. You're like, this is actually really.
it's freaking
Yeah.
genius. It's hilarious. Yeah.
All
I
right.
don't understand how it works. Vader,
What?
You've had some time to prepare.
what you got for me, buddy? God, I
And
hope it's weird.
Don't don't set them up like that. It can
Don't-
be normal. It can be normal.
No, we can't.
It can be normal.
petting me feels really nice. Thank you.
Is it Meet the Parents? Because I kept calling you father.
No,
today.
my first movie. What are we doing? Romantic movies?
Yeah.
To watch?
Couple movies.
Couple movies?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Top Gun, Bob.
Yeah.
yeah.
If you and Alex are
Yeah.
a couple,
Yeah. Top Gun.
Gay!
Just had that thing ready to go.
yeah.
I mean,
his,
not
his
only
hand is just
As
hovering
soon
above
as
it.
it's itching to get, I gotta click the button.
not only do you get a bunch of hot and sweaty, good-looking jet pilots playing volleyball,
Right.
you have a couple really nice romantic stories that go along with the story
That's true.
between Maverick and the lady.
But
Mm-hmm. The lady?
Do you cry?
The
Or
bartender.
only during the second
Only
one?
the second movie,
Okay.
right? And you also have a really nice, touching relationship thing between Goose and Maverick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That part makes you. It almost gets to you every
And
time
Meg
when Goose dies.
Ryan.
Meg Ryan's,
Meg
in
Ryan's
that
cute
movie?
as hell.
Take me to bed or lose me forever.
That's it. That's it. You got the whole scene with the Righteous Brothers shtick at the beginning.
Yeah.
You know,
Do you guys remember
Good movie.
when,
That's a good one.
rom-coms were like Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks?
I had a little Meg Ryan day myself the other
Did
day.
you watch French Kiss?
Can't find it
Dude,
anywhere.
where is French Kiss?
Can't
that
find it.
would have been on my list, but I
Yeah.
literally can't find where it's at.
Yeah.
You have to go like some movie store that doesn't exist anymore and go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why is that movie
Mhm.
gone?
Because these people make my ass twitch.
Just made by the French.
Lactose
But,
intolerant.
yeah. Top Gun.
Top Gun's a great pick.
So like when I think of romantic movies or movies that it's a movie that I could like turn on the TV at home, and my wife walks in the room. What you watching? Oh, and she sits down and we finish the movie together. Those are the kind of things that I see. That's probably me, because I need my earbuds to put in there.
Oh,
I'll go get them in a second.
it's you.
Okay.
But yeah, Top Gun.
Top Gun's good.
I'll put a finger in
That's
the
not gonna
dam.
work.
Put a finger in the dam.
Vader's got an echo, everybody.
So it wasn't just me. Okay, good.
No, you're not going crazy.
That's good.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your next one?
Oh, well, it would have been French Kiss. Honestly,
Mm.
I do.
You can still have it. You just can't watch it.
Why though?
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand where it went. If anybody has French Kiss like on DVD or something like
Can
that,
you please send it to us?
I'll buy it from
Yeah.
you. Like, mail it to us or something.
Yeah.
That I want that movie. It's so good.
Mhm. I love that.
I'm
movie.
going super traditional with these rom-coms. These are
Okay.
movies that I've actually sat with my wife and watched. I'm going to say Breakfast with Tiffany's is my next one.
I love that movie.
But really, you could substitute that with any Audrey Hepburn movie. He wants you to play the clip. Audrey Hepburn's awesome.
Make it gay.
Yeah.
Oh, gay, so gay.
No, man, Audrey Hepburn's amazing.
Yeah.
I love Audrey Hepburn movies.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
The original Smoke Show.
It doesn't make me gay if I like
Yeah.
a woman. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Ew, you like Audrey Hepburn? What a gay.
Yeah.
What a hoe.
What a-
I was gonna say, like a woman sucking a dick. Vader thinks that's
Hot.
gay.
That's hot.
That's so hot.
Jude, why are you so gay?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I love gay porn. Watching ladies suck dick. I love that shit.
Oh no.
Hate that.
Oh God. I hope my
Off
family's
the
not
rails.
watching this one.
Roman Holiday. Yes,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah.
I love Funny Face. That's my favorite.
That's a that's a good one.
Mhm.
What's the one where she goes to like the strip club? Is that Breakfast at Tiffany's? She goes to like the burlesque dance
Okay.
show, and the chick like jiggles her tits in front of her face, and she puts her sunglasses down. She's like, "Whoa,
I think that is.
Oh.
Breakfast
is it Breakfast at Tiffany's?"
Yeah,
I think it
she
is
has
too.
the sunglasses and Breakfast
Yeah,
at
yeah,
Tiffany's.
yeah.
Would Showgirls be a romantic movie?
It could be. It could be.
For couples.
Well, that's
yeah.
on my list.
Is it? I'm curious, Jude. What's your number
Oh.
2?
Okay, my number 2
Who does number 2 work
in
for?
no particular order is also from 1989, Roadhouse.
Nice.
The original.
That movie is sexy as shit.
Hey,
And Patrick Swayze's dead now, so it's not intimidating
Yeah,
for your
and-
partner.
Is that,
Dude,
is that the
that-
theme of your list?
We'll see.
That movie gets me horned up.
yeah.
Right?
I used to fuck
So-
guys like you in prison.
That's right.
Yeah. That's from Roadhouse.
I know that.
You used to
I
fuck
mean,
guys in prison?
Yeah, that's not gay.
That's not gay.
There's no women in there.
What else are you
You
gonna
have
do?
to fuck.
What are you gonna do?
You can't. What are you gonna not
You're gonna,
fuck?
you're gonna hold it in for 10 years?
You can't do
No.
that. People go insane.
You go insane. You just gotta, do
What do you think
gotta
caused the
do.
Dark Ages?
Right?
It's just a bunch of monks not having sex.
Prohibition. That was started by somebody who wasn't having sex.
Exactly.
If,
Yeah.
if you're gay in prison, does it mean you're gay when you get out of prison? Or can
Start a
or can you
poll.
go back? No way.
You ask the right person, they'll say no.
No, gay prison is not the same. It's outside prison gay.
If you're bitten by a gay vampire, does that
Does it make you
gay?
gay? Survey says yes.
Oh.
You are gay.
You are gay. All right. Kadish, what's your number 2?
All right, so my number 2 is a classic Goldie Hawn, Kurt Russell
Hmm.
rom-com called Overboard.
I've got it on my
Yeah.
list too.
It's about a blue-collar carpenter type guy who lost his wife a while ago. He's got a house full of bratty kids,
Mhm.
and he does a job for a kind of
Bitch.
yeah, exactly, a rich bitch
Uh-huh.
essentially. And she stiffs him on the deal, and then she falls overboard on her luxury yacht and
Mhm.
gets amnesia.
Yeah.
And to get her back for the poor treatment and the expensive shoe closet that he built, he pretends that she is his wife and makes her take care of his kids and clean his house. But throughout the course of it, they actually come to fall in love with one another.
Yeah. This movie's a little bit rapey, but their chemistry is so good. You're like, they're in love. It's fine.
A little bit rapey. What? Because
Wow.
he kidnaps her and
Because
like
he kidnaps her and then she thinks that she's his wife and then
Yeah.
they end up having sex and stuff and
at
she
the end though, right?
no
Is it implied that they do in the middle when she still doesn't have her memory?
No, because he sets it up like, you have like a sleeping disorder and you need to sleep on this couch.
yeah, but way
Under this
before she
blanket.
gets her memory back, they sleep together because he's like, oh, it's your birthday. So he like starts to develop feelings for her and he takes her out for her birthday and then they sleep together.
But by that point, she's also gotten feelings for him. So
yeah, but she has amnesia. I'm just saying their chemistry is so good. You're like, who cares?
and Kurt Russell's hair is fantastic.
Oh,
He looks so good.
dude, Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the interview that I don't remember what company it was? Like not GQ.
Oh, with him and Wyatt?
No.
Oh.
It was one I sent you guys in the group text. It was like a interview of all the movies he's been in. They were just like, tell us about your roles. And it was such a great. He seems like such a nice dude to just like grab a beer and talk.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's real. I mean, it could be acting, but I genuinely think Kurt Russell is probably a freaking awesome dude.
Have
to hang
you
out with.
seen the interview where he does with Wyatt Russell? And they're talking about like
Monarch and stuff, or
Wyatt Russell is like, I do not watch anything that I'm in, and Kurt Russell's like, if it's on TV.
Because Wyatt was like, yeah, I walked in on him watching Big Trouble in Little China one day, and I was like, Dad, what are you doing? He's like, oh, nothing. I was just turning
Yeah,
it
it was already on TV. It was on TBS.
I do want to point out that there is a remake of Overboard, but it sucks.
Oh, it's
do not
terrible.
watch that.
It's very
with
bad.
Anna Faris
Yeah.
and some other random dude. I watched it. It was definitely not as classic as Goldie Hawn and Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
Overboard?
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen a
Holds
bad
up.
Goldie Hawn movie?
How you guys feel about Bird on a Wire? With Mel Gibson,
I
I
haven't
think.
seen it
I
forever.
think there's a certain charm to it. I think she's very charming in it.
That's a good question. Is
Yeah.
there a bad Goldie Hawn movie?
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the comments.
I
Let us know. Vader, what you got for us?
Superman,
Which one?
Which one?
the first one.
Oh,
1977?
Yeah.
Because Miss Tannenbaum.
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
he
no,
loves
no.
Miss
Tessmacher.
Tannenbaum.
No, because
Tessmacher,
there's
yeah.
a very romantic storyline that goes across all the movies between Superman and Lois Lane. And that scene where she interviews him in the apartment and they go on their long flight around the world. It's really good. It's so good.
Why are you cringing
gets-
your
it gets
face?
you
Is it
going.
because of the CG?
No, that scene is
She's
cringe. Like, it's so.
she's sitting there smoking.
She's got her teeth are all yellow.
Yeah.
And she's like,
Oh,
I heard you
Superman.
can't see through lead.
Superman, you really get me going. Can we go fly?
And then she's like, they're like touching each other's fingertips, and
Yep.
she's still floating around.
She's
I'm like,
like,
that's not how Superman works.
That's called falling.
Eh.
It's all good.
I'm not flying. I'm falling with style.
Superman is romantic. There's always Lois. It's Lois and Superman.
Yeah.
There's no Superman
What
without
about Lana
Lois.
Lang? Don't
Well,
cut
yeah,
it. Don't
but
cut
there's,
out
but
Lana Lang.
there's always a lady,
True.
and it's always Lois.
You know,
most
one of
of the
my
time.
favorite animated, I know Jude's going to check out, but my
I mean,
favorite animated storyline,
Yeah.
it's a love triangle between Batman, Superman, and Lois Lane, and Batman wins because he's a baller.
Superman would not have been to spin the Earth backwards without his anger built up from the death of Lois in the
It's
first
true.
movie,
It's true. He would
because
let,
he loved her so much.
he will let everybody else die, but he's going to turn back that clock to
Turn
get Lois
that
back.
time, keep Lois.
If I could turn
right.
Everybody
back
else has to
time.
die twice.
That's it. What if you feel, what if you
Yeah.
feel that?
Do you go back in time? So she came back alive, right? She died.
Yeah.
She got crushed. And then she came back to life because he reversed time.
Uh-huh.
But what about all the thousands of
You
people
feel
that
the pain
died?
again when
Do,
you go
do
back to
they all
normal?
just come back and go, what the fuck is going on? And then they slap and they just die again?
Fuck
Yeah, I
'em.
don't know.
Wow.
Very romantic.
Yeah. It's a romantic movie. If you don't like it, too bad.
I would kill the whole world for you, baby.
That's right.
If you don't like it, too bad.
If you don't like it, too bad.
love
Reverse
it.
the world.
I love it.
Superman.
Who's next? Me?
I guess.
Am I next?
We're
All
doing our third, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 3.
Oh, man.
I'm going to get some heat for this. I expect you guys to roast me in the comments. I don't care. My wife likes this movie. That's why I watched it. It was okay. I thought it was okay. It was, Enola Holmes with Millie Bobby Brown plays
Is that a movie?
Sherlock Holmes' little sister.
I thought
and
that was a series.
No, it's a movie.
Is it a movie?
Yeah, there's 2
Okay.
movies. There's 1 and 2. I watched the first one and I was like, oh, it's cute. It's fine. I
Uh-huh.
don't care. My wife really liked it. I was like, okay, cool, great, awesome, great data. Watched the second one. I fell asleep. The second one was, I mean, I don't know if I was just super tired or if it was really boring. Maybe both. I fell asleep. My
Is
wife
Henry
watched
Cavill in the second one?
it.
Yes.
He's like a glorified cameo.
Okay.
He shows up, pops in once in a while to like, you know, rib his little sister, like, you suck at your job, haha, and then disappears. But yeah, they're enjoyable. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying go right home about it. But you know, if you're with a lady who's not as nerdy as you are and not as critical as you are, that's a big thing. My wife is not as critical about movies as I am. Like, I'll watch a movie and be like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. She's like,
There's a cute
critical?
little romance in that movie.
yeah, it's good. Enola Holmes. It's on Netflix or
Is
something.
it as good as the romance in Sahara?
No. You can't touch that.
No.
No, dude. Penelope
That's-
Cruz and
just
Matthew
checking.
McConaughey. That is a power couple.
Why didn't-
Relationship goals.
That is a power
Why
couple.
didn't you pick that movie?
It's not a date night movie. That's
too
a
sexy.
that's a me by myself movie. And don't you ask no more questions about
Gay.
You got it. All right, who's next? It's I went. No, it's
Jude.
Jude. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Jude.
Leaving the 80s,
Okay.
traveling now into the 90s.
Great decade.
Speaking of Selma Hayek,
Mm.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
I don't think you understood the assignment. Jude.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
do,
no, that's a
because
great
George
dude. The nipple
Clooney-
twister,
The titty twister.
titty twister.
Whoa.
George Clooney is a very sexy guy.
Very sexy.
But in this movie, he has those weird bangs, so it's not intimidating for
He
your
looks.
partner.
Yeah. He
I'm
doesn't
thinking about my partner while I'm choosing movies.
Does George
That's
Clooney-
romantic.
die in that movie. Everybody else dies, but George Clooney, right?
And
And the
Juliette
one-
Lewis.
Yeah.
What
yeah.
were they, like psychos or something?
They look like psychos.
That's George
Do
Clooney.
psychos blow up when sunlight hits them?
He's a good looking guy.
You know what? A great George Clooney movie
I have kind of a man crush
Oh.
on George Clooney.
Here it
George
happens.
Have you ever seen Burn After Reading?
No,
We literally all watched it for the podcast.
Yeah.
we did.
Yes.
It's a great movie.
Guess I wasn't here that week.
We have video evidence.
Make him watch it.
Maybe that was one of the few times I didn't watch the movie and just faked it through.
Maybe.
One of the few. Yeah.
No, I've only done that I think twice. And one of them, I like started the movie and said, "No, fuck." it."
Dennis gets it. He says the rules are made up. That's
That's
right.
it.
That's
That's
right.
it.
All right, Kadish, what's your number 3?
All right. So my number 3 is a fun sort of Argyle-ish movie. It's called Romancing the Stone with
Oh, I
Oh,
love that
yeah.
movie.
Kathleen
Classic.
Turner.
Classic.
So it's about a novelist, romance novelist, whose sister gets kidnapped
In
by,
Cartagena.
by a drug kingpin. And so she has to travel to deliver the ransom to save her sister. And on the way, she meets up with a roguish, kind of like Indiana Jones type character played by
Mhm.
Kirk Douglas. And basically, she starts living out the plot of one of her romance novels.
And Danny DeVito's in it.
Yes, it's a very funny, very romantic, very fun movie. Really enjoy it.
Good
You gonna
pick.
watch that tonight?
No,
Not even close.
He's not living up to his own list.
He just straight up. It's like, no.
Nope.
Do you want to watch
See,
Roadhouse?
Nope.
Yeah.
I'll come
See,
watch.
my
yeah,
list
me
is
too.
legit.
Your list is legit. Yeah, I'd watch Roadhouse in a heartbeat.
I mean, that makes me kind of want to pick Point Break, but
You
You can if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you totally should.
Utah.
Get me too.
All right, then I will.
That's his number 3.
Point Break, the original Patrick Swayze.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
Good.
Keanu Reeves.
good call. Flea from
Flea.
Yeah.
He's in that movie.
Flea. There's some boobies in that movie.
There's some boobies.
There's some crackheads.
There's some really
There's some-
good meat.
Gary Busey.
Gary Busey's in that
Yeah.
movie.
Meatball
Can't live in a
sandwiches.
cage.
Yeah. So nice romance plot line with him and Tank Girl.
And bromance.
And
Bromance
bromance
in it,
is
yeah.
where that movie's at. That's
Yeah.
a bromance movie.
I think I have like a bromance theme going
It's
this,
okay.
this year.
Top Gun,
Top
Yeah.
Gun.
Point Break.
This is the year of Vader expanding
I'm
his
coming out.
romantic liaison.
Okay.
You are gay.
There you go. See, that was a properly timed clip.
Remember how we talked about when you're a vampire and you're so old, you just get bored,
Yeah.
and maybe you just want to try some new shit once
Is
in a while.
that, is
Yeah.
that what's
Maybe
happening?
that's
Yeah.
where I'm at today. So stay away
Your
from
hair's
me.
doing a real crazy little
Is it?
thing.
Oh, wow. What's up, folks?
Thank you.
All right.
It'll be over in a few hours. I hope. I'm feeling super gay today.
2 hours.
Your gay face just
How
lasted
long do you think it takes to suck a
on a
dick?
Tuesday.
Gotta go watch some porn.
That one Tuesday I was gay. I got
For a couple hours.
It's just- I just went down the strip with a rainbow flag on my back, and
It
then
was
I was
really
it.
weird.
I was done.
People were giving me weird looks.
I sucked a couple dicks.
It was no big deal. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Ruh-roh, Reggie. Like Zoink School.
Ruby accent.
Watch the teeth, buddy.
The audience is going, what
I have
the
no
fuck?
idea.
They have no
No
idea. what's
idea.
going on.
We had a whole 6-minute skit going where we were both doing Scooby Doo and Shaggy, just doing weird shit.
Getting it
Oh
on.
my god.
How many Scooby snacks would it take, Scoop? Would you do it for 3 Scooby snacks?
Three? Yeah.
I just want to give a big shout out to Wendy Hunter, who says that we are doing our top choices for romantic movies for couples.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
thank you,
Yeah,
Wendy,
yeah,
for
yeah.
trying to keep us on track.
We are.
Point Break.
Point Break.
That's a great movie.
It's a good movie.
Okay, so my next one, this one's catered heavily for my wife.
Okay.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery.
The
She-
first one.
The first one.
Yeah.
She freaking loves that
It's
movie.
sexy.
I don't get it.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Right?
Oh
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
Those
No.
will be good movies.
My wife cracks up during those movies. And I'm like, I don't.
Are you putting Austin Powers on the list?
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Do I like you right, Dave? Yeah, man. Austin Powers.
baby, yeah.
You my baby.
Do-do-do-do-do. Come on, man. That was a great date night movie.
Yeah.
Those are
Austin
good.
Powers.
In
Yeah.
Japan, men come first.
That's the
women come
second
second.
one, I think.
Is it?
No,
They're
that's
all
the
No,
good.
that's the first one.
Yeah.
They're all good
Yeah.
movies.
They're all great. Yeah. That what time period did those movies come out in? They're like early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
Damn.
Yeah.
Dude, early 2000s was comedy gold.
It's the last time they were funny.
Yeah. It all died in like 2015.
No, it was like 2004 or something.
Was it? No,
Yeah.
it was later than that. Because
I don't
Tropic Thunder came out like 2010 or something.
know.
To comedy movies.
Comedy movies. Not romantic movies, but whatever.
Well, that's romantic. It's the International Man of Mystery. What are you drinking?
This,
Same
Johnny
thing
Walker?
you're drinking.
Oh, dude,
Ugh.
this is good stuff.
it's not hitting me good. It's all right.
All right.
I'm
Jude.
sure it's
Jude.
the booz's problem.
Take it away.
2016 Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Nice.
Ooh.
I did see that movie. My wife
'Cause
will not watch it.
It's romantic because you don't really need to watch the movie. But if you do, Matt Smith is in it and he's hot as fuck, but he plays the dork, so it's not intimidating for your partner.
Nice.
That's what he does. He plays hot dorks.
Hot Dorks? Isn't he Doctor Who?
Hot Dork.
Yeah.
What a great band name.
Hot dork.
Hot Dork?
Hot
I
Dork.
actually-
I'm going to see Hot Dork tonight. You want to
Nice.
go? You want to go?
Yeah.
I
Corey
like,
Feldman's the lead singer.
I like him in Game of Thrones.
Matt Smith?
Yeah.
Oh, House of Dragons.
House of Dragons.
Yeah, he's the prince or whatever.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
good
that's a good role.
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to season 2. It's gonna be good. Kadish, what do you got?
Mr. Kadish?
All right. My fourth choice is the classic, the one to end them all, Pretty Woman. It's Richard Gere and Julia Roberts.
Wait, what is it called?
Pretty Woman.
Oh, Pretty Woman. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
That's
The,
another
the
power
hooker
couple.
with a heart of gold.
That is another power couple. Julia Roberts and Richard Gere. And then you got Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And then there's another. Matthew McConaughey and whoever lady lines up for the job.
Correct.
They get older, he stays the same age.
all right. What do you got, buddy?
What number are we on?
4.
4 something.
Something.
4.5.
They're in no particular order anyway.
Yeah.
Braveheart.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Braveheart.
That's a great movie.
It's a great love. It's a love story.
It is a love story.
It's a love
It's
story.
absolutely a
About
love
anger
story.
and vengeance.
Dude, his first wife gets brutally murdered, so
Murdered.
he kills
Hot.
like thousands
Kills
of people,
everybody.
kills everybody in revenge, and then bangs the queen.
Pops a baby in her.
Yep.
How is that not romantic?
That's totally romantic. It's one of the most romantic movies ever made.
It's like, I'm
Absolutely.
so mad my wife died. I'm gonna go bang the princess.
That's right.
That's how I deal with stress too.
That's it.
Banging princesses.
I'm gonna murder a bunch of people and
Stress
bang the
relief.
princess.
Braveheart at its heart is a love
It is a
story.
love story. It is.
It's a love
It's the whole movie is all about him getting revenge for his wife.
That's it.
It's freaking and
So
that
you thought I couldn't do this today.
I didn't say that. I had complete faith in you. All right, dude, what do you got?
Oh
no, it's my turn.
5.
Five.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're on the
fine.
last
I'm gonna
one?
cheat a little
Last
bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go TV shows.
Okay.
Outlander.
Okay.
It is intimidating as fuck.
For your
Okay,
partner.
for your partner. It's the opposite of Jude. Okay, if you're a dude and you're like, oh god,
Matt quit. He won't watch it with me
it's
anymore.
tough, man. It's a tough. But if you get through it, it's got a lot of fun stuff. It's got armies. It's got battles.
You
It's
know,
got
my dad asked me the other day, "Do you watch Outlander?" And I was like, "Yeah." Do you watch Outlander? And he was like, "Oh, I'm behind on a couple of seasons, but yeah, we like Outlander."
yeah. It's a great. It's a little rough, but it's a good show.
Yeah.
Great show. When I say a little rough, I mean like Jesus Christ.
Physically.
They do some shit to people.
Gay!
Like it a little rough, don't I?
I mean, the amount of gay rape in that show
Oh.
got me to quit.
I
That's
don't
season
feel
one.
bad
That's season
for
one.
you
Season
because rape in other movies and TV shows, you guys are like, "Oh, shit happens, I guess." But when it happens to a dude, you're like, "Oh, I don't think I can
Demonetized.
handle watching this
That's exactly
anymore."
what my wife said. She's like, well, you can watch Game of Thrones, but you can't
Yeah.
watch this movie. And
Yeah.
I'm like, fair point.
Yeah.
It's true.
I guess there are dicks in Game of Thrones.
Oh, there's a lot of dicks in
Yeah,
Game of
so-
Thrones, dude. Yeah, there's a lot of swing and hung. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just anyway. Where were we? Kadish.
Katie's just wrapping up.
Number 5.
No, it's
No,
Jude's turn.
Jude number
My
5.
turn, yeah.
Jude number 5.
Switching it up a little bit.
I don't know what order we're going.
Doesn't matter.
2009, Jennifer's Body.
What?
Megan Fox is really slutty in it in a way that kind of makes you want to get a little slutty.
Why are you gay?
Well, I guess it's a girl.
Sure. I'll allow it.
What is it called?
Jennifer's Body.
Isn't that what she's like a psycho killer or something like that?
She gets
She's like
possessed by a
demon
demon.
possessed.
Oh,
and this
great.
Is, and this is
Yeah.
who?
Jennifer, not Jennifer.
It's Megan
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 Fox.
Fox.
Oh, I must watch this.
Oh yeah, it's great.
It's not a good movie.
You want to come over and watch it,
But she's
Vader?
kind of
We'll
a
get
freak,
romantic.
No, she's a real freak.
Yeah.
She like bathes in baby
Yeah,
blood
yeah.
and shit.
Well, so she's this girl that a local,
He meant in
Rock-
real life.
No, in real life.
yeah. But she, in the movie, she's this girl that a local rock band basically gang rapes and like
Oh my
murders,
god.
and then she gets possessed by a demon that
So
comes
she's
back.
the crow.
Well,
She was
but she's
already
evil.
slutty before that happened, though.
Does she get crowed up? She wear like makeup and stuff.
No,
Or did
she
you
gets,
just figure it out that
It
it's
is
the crow?
no, it's
Yeah.
not. She becomes demon possessed.
So does the crow.
Amanda Seyfried is the hero.
Yeah, she's like the nerdy best friend, but it's Amanda Seyfried. So
I mean, isn't that what the crow is? The
Yeah, he gets
the
possessed.
crow,
He gets brought back to life.
The crow possesses his corpse and he comes up and kills everybody.
it's a great movie.
Yeah, awesome.
Can we put the crow on the romantic list?
Sure.
Fuck yeah,
That's a
dude.
romantic
Sure.
That's
movie.
an absolute romantic
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
about revenge
for
between
his love.
Yeah,
Power of Love.
The Crow is a romantic
it is.
movie.
It
All
is.
the good movies
Yeah.
are romance.
It's true.
Romance movies.
It's true.
90s, baby.
Yeah.
They don't make them like that.
It's not a
anymore.
such a good decade.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, Candice, what do you got for number 5?
I think other than Roadhouse, there's not a single one of those movies I'd want to watch with you.
You don't understand romance.
No, he really does. He's so-
You based all these on what would intimidate me.
I said they won't intimidate
That's
you.
what I said. You based all on what wouldn't intimidate me.
Right. So it's Matthew friendly.
All right. So
I got one more.
I'm rounding out my list. All right. We had a lot of Patrick Swayze on the list today.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Nothing
He's
wrong
very
with that.
sexy.
Nothing
Very
wrong with
hot.
that. So I have to round out my top 5 with Ghost.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Demi Moore, Patrick Swayze, and a supernatural love story. It's got Whoopi Goldberg in it, but forget about
Are
her.
you
I think
crying?
the salty nerds have a
I've never seen
weird crush on
Really?
Patrick
Yeah.
Swayze.
it. Never seen it. Patrick Swayze is the freaking man.
Yeah.
Dude, Ghost is one of his best movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Really? I always thought it was the cheesiest one.
Oh no, it's a beautiful story. Molly, you in danger, girl.
Yeah, there's a great love story at
Yeah.
the core of it, and it's all about how like Patrick Swayze can't pass on until he like.
So basically, in his life, he had a hard time telling the woman that he loved her. So he never said it to her. She would say, "I love you," and he would say, "Ditto." And he dies terribly, and he can't move on until he closes up his unfinished business.
But there's also a big conspiracy surrounding his death that he has to unravel.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, it's a
And
mystery
in order
and a
to
romance?
protect her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right,
Surprised you
one of
haven't
these
seen
days I'll have to check out
they
Ghost.
have one of the most
You want to come over
iconic.
tonight and watch it?
They have one of the most iconic romantic scenes ever.
Yeah.
Which is the pottery sex.
Hold on a second. Wait. He's a ghost.
No. That's when he was alive.
Yeah,
Oh.
like when he was alive, him
Yeah.
and Demi Moore did the pottery thing to
Yeah.
what was that song? It's like a famous song,
Unchained Melody.
Unchained Melody, and like that became like one of the most iconic romantic scenes in cinema history.
It did. Yeah.
Do I
Can
have
we
that
do
song
can we
there?
do best sex scenes in a movie next time? Like 5 best sex scenes?
Yeah.
Only if Cindy Crawford and the Lesser Baldwin win.
On the cheeks on a train?
Yeah, dude.
That's a good
The
scene.
trains
scene
a
ever.
rocking.
Fair play.
Yeah.
All right, is that 5 for everybody? Or
Is
you
that
got,
5
you got
for
one
you?
left?
Yeah, one more.
One more?
Vader.
And we don't have to talk about it very long because
hit me
but
with
it really is the best movie about romance ever, and it's Raiders of the Lost Ark. Right?
Yeah.
You know, the whole movie,
Marion?
the whole movie is him chasing Marion down
Yeah.
and trying to rescue her.
Yeah.
While the Nazis do a bunch of stuff that they're going to do anyway, whether Indiana Jones is there or not.
I don't
So-
agree with that argument, but
So,
okay.
but it's true.
It's not true.
It is true.
Uh,
So, you know, Marion and Indy, the true
That is a fantastic love
romance
story.
couple
Yeah.
of all time.
Just
And the
don't
best movie that's ever been
just
made.
don't pay super close attention to the dialogue at the beginning
Mhm.
because it's a little weird.
That scene,
The-
the scene in
the
the bar. I
age
love the scene in the bar.
It's a great scene.
Yeah.
Just to change the numbers a little
As
bit.
long as it's half,
Change those numbers.
As long
Yeah,
as
you
it's-
gotta pump those numbers
You
up.
gotta bump those numbers up.
if she's half plus 7, it's okay.
Yeah, okay, that's Parks and Rec rules.
That's, I don't know where I got that,
I
but
think
it's
that's
true.
Parks and Rec rules.
But it works.
It is. It's
It really does work.
It's
If you-
Andy
if you-
Dwyer's
if-
rule. When he starts to date April Ludgate in Parks and Rec, he goes to Tom and he's like, "Yo, can I date her?" And Tom was like, well,
Let's check it out.
it's here, do some math. And he does the math, and it's that
half plus 7.
half plus 7.
Cut your
you're
age
good.
in half, add 7 to it.
Yeah.
If she's over that, you're good to go.
Yeah. And then he was like, oh, that works. And then they started dating. And then April and Andy got together, and it was great.
There you have it.
There you have
I
it.
think it's a really solid rule.
So I have a honorable mention
Okay.
for romantic movies for couples. There's this great movie. It's called Love and Monsters.
Oh, that is a good movie.
Yeah, and it's basically about this post-apocalyptic world where Earth has monsters roaming the land, and this guy traverses the wasteland and faces down the monsters in order to get to his true love, who's like in a different shelter. And it's a very funny movie. It's very exciting. It's a good movie. Not a lot of people know about it.
I don't have any honorable mentions.
I
Me
know
neither.
Okay.
Good segment. Frank, hit the button.
Hit the button.
The chat is saying I'm cheating.
Well, the chat is saying a lot of things. I got to get to it. So first of all, I just want to make
I'm
a
not
correction. Nerdy Neo is saying the half plus 7 rules from How I Met Your Mother, which
That makes sense too.
makes total sense.
I didn't
totally
know where
get
it was, but I heard it a while ago, a long time ago actually, probably when it came out. And I've tried to like make it not make sense, but it absolutely does make sense.
Wendy wants to know how I didn't know about the pottery scene. I'm sorry, I just never seen it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Alex, you'd be surprised at what Alex hasn't seen.
This is true.
Like he
He is
hasn't
the
seen a lot
youngest
of
one.
things,
I've seen a lot of weird things, but I've not seen a lot of things that everybody considers as staples. Like, oh, how have you never seen that movie? I'm like, I don't know, but I've seen this weird, obscure one. Have you ever seen that? And they're like, never heard of it. I'm like, well,
I've seen Thanksgiving, but I haven't seen Ghost.
yeah. Thank you guys in the chat. Really do appreciate the feedback and joining in with us and giving your suggestions. Love it. It's from the Bro Code. What's up, guys? Okay, so just a little bit of house cleaning here. We always have our gifted membership sub milestone at 10. You want to give some memberships, have people join up. There will be a members only live stream directly after this live stream, so you guys can join into that. If you're a member at any level, you get access to that. So jump in and join the community. It's fantastic. Also, if you happen to have Discord, or if you can link your YouTube to Discord now, and then that'll automatically give you access to our Discord app.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that. How do you do that?
I don't know yet.
It's super easy. You just go into Discord and there's like a YouTube button in the settings, and you click on that, and it'll automatically link to your YouTube account.
Yeah.
We're going to start putting the instructions on how to do that in the description. In fact, the instructions for how to do that should be in the description of the
Sweet.
stream.
Matt, you're a freaking genius, dude.
I love it. Yeah, he comes up with all kinds. Hey, did you guys know you could do this? And we're like, no. And he's like, we're doing it.
Did you know we registered like 20 new URL domains this week for all the Salty Nerd naming? So, what?
And we're going to own everything Salty Nerd related for perpetuity. It's great. I love it. And also, of course, guys, if you want to super chat us, we will read those live. And hey, Nadia, what's going on? I see Nadia in that. Hey, Wendy and Penny. All right. So now we're moving on to the news section of our live stream today. And we've got a big thing that just popped up not too long ago, maybe 2 hours ago or so. Gina Carano is throwing some hands against Lucasfilm and Disney, and I am here for the show.
Not only did she just like break the internet, she also gave everybody with the YouTube channel an excuse to make $1 million.
It's fantastic. Let's go.
So let's do it.
Clip it. Clip it. I love it. No, good for her.
Great.
I genuinely hope that somebody with some skill with AI is going to animate a UFC fight with Gina versus the mouse.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
And just have the mouse just get pummeled. It'd be great. What are you making over there, Jude?
A vodka drink?
Oh, let me finish
the whiskey drink?
Let me finish.
Need a vodka
tonic drink.
All right. Do we want to read the whole thing?
Go for it.
We can. Okay. Gina Carano tweets, "Today is an important day for me. I am filing a lawsuit against Lucasfilm and Disney. After my 20 years of building a career from scratch and during the regime of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter, terminating me from The Mandalorian." And this is quotes. This is this is their official press release.
I remember these.
I do remember, yeah. "Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable." Shut up. These people are ridiculous. Of course, she's going to defend herself. She deserves to. She didn't do anything wrong. It was her. I follow her on all her social media.
Sure.
Her posts are mild. Compared to some of the people that I follow, dude.
She makes perfect sense on every post she makes.
But she said, of course, nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is I was being hunted down from everything I posted on every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were consistently twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right wing extremist. They love those words, don't they? It was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example out of me. I totally agree. I don't know. This is really long. This is a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to bore everybody reading the whole thing, but go to her Twitter, like, repost, and read this for yourself. It's an amazing tweet.
So it boils down to what? Defamation and slander, right?
I'm assuming. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know.
And they probably cost her a lot of money in future work.
Well,
because she went from making big time Hollywood studio Marvel movies, to, and don't take this the wrong way, okay? But she went from there to having to resort to
she was in she went from Deadpool to Star Wars,
a website movie,
to Daily Wire,
which is fine. I'm not denigrating them, but you're not going to see Paul Newman back in the day go from
you are old,
or whatever, I guess, or you're not going to see Will Ferrell.
Paul Newman.
I'm done. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
So it just doesn't.
Yeah, it's weird. You're going from a AAA studio down to an independent studio, more or less.
So Alex, I would like you to read what's up on the screen here, because it gives a little bit of cool context to why she's dropping this lawsuit.
Okay,
so Elon Musk thing.
Just that top paragraph right there.
The top 3 paragraphs.
Jesus. Okay, buckle up, folks. I'm going to put my reading voice on. A couple of months ago, Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X, formerly Twitter, for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Lucasfilm/Disney. Still, I did respond back, I think I qualify. And thousands of people agreed, yes.
So I remember that.
But I did not expect anything. To my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out, after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. Wow. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to Elon Musk and X for giving me the opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I would love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey of creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I work so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I'm grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way and look forward to clearing my name. Thank you all. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard.
So what's funny about this stuff is that it's not just Gina who's suing Disney. It's Elon Musk.
Yep.
So yeah, because the big worry too is like they'll just drain your resources by just kicking the can down the road.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is like, I'm your Huckleberry.
Yeah.
And this comes out like, remember how Bob Iger tried to screw X over by pulling all the advertising? And Elon was like, go F yourself.
Yes.
And then the other day he was at this movie premiere with Nelson Peltz, who's trying to take over Disney right now. And they were talking to Elon. Elon's like, yeah, I'm just here with some friends thinking about companies to acquire.
That's so
great. Like shooting the warning shot across the bow of Disney. And now this. So Elon Musk is really
this is great.
Elon Musk, in the words of the great Austin Powers, said, allow myself to introduce myself.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
But he said, allow myself to introduce myself.
It's so nice to see things starting to balance out a little bit.
Yeah, there's got to be some pushback. I mean, these people are bullies.
Yeah,
they've been bullies since day one. Whenever the switch happened, where they started blaming fans for things, that's when the bullying started, and they just keep freaking going at it, and nobody's big enough to check people like this.
The kid that's getting bullied just swung back, and you know what happens when that happens.
Yeah,
the bully is usually a little bitch and runs away.
That's exactly true.
And also, like her social media posts that they were referencing as justification for her firing, they were so mild.
Oh yeah,
she was like retweeting like memes and stuff.
Every time somebody retweet the one about the Holocaust things that kind of started this whole thing, every single one of them took her out of context on purpose. Every single one.
Yeah, they attributed things. They basically put words in her mouth and then blamed her for them. And they were like, but I don't think that's why
she's going to make $1 billion off this.
We'll see. I mean, do they have that much money? They keep losing money on movies. So it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. Somebody's got to hold them accountable. I'm glad somebody is. That's great.
I really hope that they take it to Lucasfilm and as part of the settlement, get Kathleen Kennedy kicked out of there.
Oh yeah.
My question here is this: do you think now? as an actor, and I know this isn't quite normal circumstances, but as an actor, if you get fired from a studio for whatever reason, and then you turn around and rightfully so sue that studio, does that encourage or discourage other studios to hire you on for bigger projects? Like, she wants to get her career back to where it was, where she was
here's
working
the
with
thing:
AAA studios.
when you get to this point, you realize, I think you realize internally that your career is never going to be what it should have been.
Yeah,
It also depends on if you win the lawsuit or not.
that's also true.
If you
'Cause look at what
you
happened
lose
at-
the lawsuit, you're not going to get touched by another studio.
Because look at what happened to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody fired him because of this Amber Heard thing, and then he wins.
Mhm.
But I haven't seen him back. I mean, I know Disney came crawling back, asked him to do.
Oh, he's been on a bender for a while.
I mean, they
He's
were
been
they
touring
were,
with his band too.
oh yeah.
they were developing a series around her.
Around Gina Carano.
Around
Yes.
Gina Carano's
Yes.
character.
What's his name? From Ant-Man. Kang
Paul Rudd.
Kang the Conqueror.
No, that's
Oh.
something different.
Well, he
But
got.
yeah,
I
he,
think that was legit.
yeah, that was legit. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
No,
But-
I'm just saying, like when you're developing, and also Ezra Miller, you're developing something around someone, then they're in their personal life. It turns out
Yeah.
some shit
and you
goes
just cancel
down.
the
You're like,
project.
Yeah,
Right.
You're like-
but the difference between those two and Gina is Gina didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. It was a
She
smear-
got
it was
she
a-
got she
yeah,
got canceled for having an opinion.
it was a smear campaign.
Yeah. And
But
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to say that there's so many actors sue the studios. It's
Yeah.
usually about financial stuff. Like remember Scarlett Johansson
Yeah.
suing Marvel over Black Widow royalties and stuff like that. So
Mm.
it's not unusual for actors to sue studios.
This one's a bit more public than that, though, don't you think? Like the
every
I
time
don't know.
an
The
actor
Scarlett
sues
Johansson thing was
Was
huge
it?
news.
Was
every
it?
time an
Yeah.
actor sues a studio, it's usually like fairly big news.
Mm.
But I mean, like it's just par for the course for Hollywood. It's like everyone
Mhm.
sues everyone in Hollywood.
that's an interesting take. I didn't really think about that very often.
But I'm glad that Gina's finally doing something to
Yeah.
retaliate.
Yeah.
And it's
Well-
funny. It's funny because like she would have never done this on her own, but because of Elon Musk,
Mm-hmm.
she's doing it.
well, and I think she's also getting out there now. She's going to different conventions and
Yeah,
everything.
and she's hugely popular.
And she's
Hugely
finding
popular.
out that her line is the biggest one at every
Yeah.
convention she goes to.
Yeah.
Because she stands for something now. And that's why she has to do that. She's a symbol.
I love that.
You know what I mean?
Everybody uses it on their thumbnails when they're talking about Gina Carano, but the ones where she's got the "do not comply"
Yeah.
thing with their fists and stuff.
Yeah.
That picture's freaking dope.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm a huge fan of Gina Carano. I think she seems like a wonderful person. We know people who know her, and everybody
Yeah.
swears that she's the nicest person in the world. Her lines are huge at conventions. She is a great talent. I love watching her movies. Haywire is one of my favorite movies that she's made. It's such a great movie. It's underrated. People don't talk about it enough. Yeah, good luck to Gina. I hope it works out. I hope Elon and his team just freaking crush these nerds.
And I hope she's not the only one. I hope they pick up some other
It
cases.
sounds like they went out and they just found everybody that could apply to
because
this.
these people that got canceled for no reason and stuff, they have to fight back.
Yeah.
Roseanne,
they're-
Roseanne should be in on that.
Yeah,
They're
absolutely.
hunting
yeah.
down people the way that these people have been hunted down.
Yeah, I forgot about Roseanne. It was ABC, right? Which is a Disney company, and she got
Mhm.
the whole thing got canceled because
Yeah.
she was not lining up with what they wanted her to
CBS, I
do.
think, right?
No, they accused her of saying something racist against Susan Rice, who was a former Obama political person.
That was it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No.
silly.
Okay. Well, hashtag thanks to Elon, and shout out to the whole team and the legal team. Good luck. That's good. Good news.
More updates to come.
Yeah. No, I'm sure this is going to be top news for a while.
Yep,
It's
yep.
good stuff. All right, that's it for
What?
What's the matter?
nothing. I keep typing B in the comments because I have the comments lined up and it doesn't mark it. Here, B. I'm going to put B. That's my marker, guys. B in the comments. All right. What do we got next, Kadish? What's next in line?
We got some gifted subs.
We do? Did I miss a
Yeah,
gifted
you
sub?
did.
Oh, I got to pull that up.
I'll get it.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Take care of it, kiddo.
Thank you, Major Chai Chai, for gifting 5 Salty Nerd Podcast memberships.
Awesome.
That's awesome.
Guys, make
Thanks
sure
so
you
much.
grab those. If you do grab a membership that's been gifted to you, make sure to shout it out in the comments so that we know it's you. And don't forget, link your YouTube membership to Discord and you get special access to that as well.
Looks like they all got snatched up immediately.
Nice.
No, those get handed out automatically.
Oh, do they
yeah,
do?
they
Yeah.
always do. So we want to give a big thank you to Nadia, who's now a member, thanks to Major Chai Chai.
Nice.
We got LQ3, we got Tricky Menthol, Mads Hansen, and Chris Thornton.
Welcome,
Nice.
everybody, to
Yeah.
being a member of the channel. Appreciate it. Have fun. We are doing a members live stream immediately after this, so come hang out with us. It's going to be a wild time. We've got some stories to tell, and we're going to have some laughs. So hang out. All right, next up, what do we got? More. Do you want to do more dogging Disney stuff? I love that.
We were going to do the influence of Dune.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is going to be a nerdy one.
Oh.
Because
Nerds.
how many? Yeah, super nerdy. Are you ready for this?
I flashed through your article.
It's not my article.
But before we get into that, while we're talking about like the hot goss, can I tell you about the Alyssa Milano thing?
You want it?
Yeah, is that okay?
Yeah, I know nothing about it, so it's your show now.
So this is days old.
Okay.
A new feud has erupted between Alyssa Milano and Shannon Doherty and Holly Marie Combs. So do you know anything about what's going on with Shannon Doherty recently?
Nothing.
Okay, so
Nope.
Shannon Doherty has stage 4 cancer.
Oh.
And she has been like, I'm fucking dying. I'm spilling some tea. She started a
What?
podcast about all of the shows that she's been on, and she has brought people on from those shows and like just spilling the tea and
What?
like laying out the gossip and been like, this is how it really went down, right? And like Aaron Spelling, like spilling all of the tea.
It's like deathbed confessionals.
I mean, she seems to be doing okay right now.
Yeah.
But she has stage 4 cancer. So she's like, I'm at a point in my life where
Well, I
I've been
don't care.
dealing with this disease for forever. And I was made to say I quit these projects when in reality I was fired from these projects. And here's why.
Whoa.
And she's like, Alyssa Milano got me fired because she wanted to be first on the call sheet.
Whoa.
And she just like, and she and Holly Marie Combs were like like they were all on the show together. So she's just like,
Which shows is?
this is Charmed. During the early 2000s, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
And so Alyssa Milano, Holly Marie Combs, and Shannon Doherty were on the show Charmed. And Shannon Doherty, the project got bought by WB because of Shannon Doherty. Aaron Spelling came to her and was like, I want you for this. I want you to do this with me. And so it got bought by WB because Shannon was attached to it. And so she fought for Holly Marie Combs to be a part of it. And then the studio brought in Alyssa Milano. I'm paraphrasing. So if I got anything wrong, just fuck off. So they recorded this episode and they dropped it in December about like what really went down on Charmed.
Mhm.
Well, so the big MegaCon in Orlando happened last week, I
Couple
believe.
days
Right.
ago,
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had a bunch of friends over there.
So Alyssa Milano did
She was there.
her own panel and was
Wait,
like,
wait.
let me just set the record straight on
What?
this.
Wait, she booked a hall just by herself
I guess.
for people to show up?
Yeah, you can do that, I think.
Really?
But I don't know if that's.
I thought you had to be like,
She's Alyssa Milano.
Yeah.
They probably gave it to her. They
Yeah,
were
'cause
like,
it's
yeah,
probably-
you want to do a panel? Sure. By yourself? Yeah, great. Sounds good.
I wouldn't do that.
So she was like, I just want to set the record straight. I have heard the podcast and here's what really went down. It's revisionist history right now. They want to change the narrative and change the story.
Mhm.
So then Holly Marie Combs and Shannon Doherty, I think it was like the next day, did their own panel and was like, yeah, no, that's bullshit. And they were like,
Just call her
they're
out.
just like calling her out and shit. And now there's like this huge Charmed feud from like a show that was like on 20 years ago.
Nice.
Well, nobody's gonna side
I
with Alyssa Milano.
So today I downloaded the podcast and I was like, what is the
you were
hot-
listening
yeah,
to it?
Yeah.
This is like girl gossip. You're like, oh my god. I gotta find out.
Well, I mean, I watched the show. I loved the show.
Okay.
And like, if it's on, I'll
Yeah,
still
yeah.
watch the episodes.
Not in the same level as like Buffy, because you're a huge fan of Buffy.
I'm a huge fan of Buffy.
Where's Charm lined up with that?
I loved Charmed, but I mean, I'm not listening to Charmed podcasts other than this one.
Now you are. Yeah,
I just want to know if Alyssa Milano had to crowdfund her plane ticket to make it on.
probably.
Yeah,
So, or did she catch a ride with her son's baseball team?
Is that what it was? She just doubled down on it.
So, Vader, you want to explain that joke to people who might not be?
Oh, I
familiar?
think most people already get it.
Well,
but
why don't you?
But
I don't.
Alyssa Milano, net worth $10 million, and her rich agent husband have a kid. He's playing baseball, right? And they needed 10 grand to go to a baseball tournament in Cooperstown or something for their little league
Mhm.
baseball team.
So she crowdsourced
She
it
fucking crowdsourced it
on Twitter.
on Twitter.
Yeah, she's
Hey,
like,
guys.
anybody want to
Yeah.
donate to my kids?
Yeah.
I know I'm a millionaire.
Because we already talked about this on
Yeah,
the
yeah.
podcast, but apparently they made their goal. And it's because the guy from Outkick gave him like the last $1,000 they needed. Remember, he says, "Oh, this is but make your kids wear MAGA hats when they're out there playing."
Oh,
baseball."
that's that guy?
Yeah.
Oh, did
But,
they accept the money?
I think so. I don't know. They made their goal. So whatever.
Oh, I want to see these pictures.
So the podcast that Shannon Doherty did, it's called Let's Be Clear.
Okay.
And it's from December. It's a 2-parter where she talks about like what really went down on Charmed.
Wow, what a great name for a podcast.
Yeah.
Let's be clear.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like such
I'm
a
stealing it.
yeah, that's a powerful political statement too.
Or let's
be clear.
let's be foggy.
Oh, well, you know, it's funny because Alyssa Milano has proven time and time again to be a lying, crazy
Yeah.
piece of crap.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so, like, I totally believe Shannon Doherty and the other
100%.
actress way
100%.
more than
Yeah.
anything she
I mean, let's
said.
be real.
Oh, and
Though.
then-
All those women were catty to each other back then, right?
At one point on the podcast, Shannon talks about, she's like, I got a letter from somebody with the studio. I forget who it was,
Mhm.
who was like part of like, apparently Alyssa came in and was like, it's either her or me. And so they went with Alyssa, and Alyssa like made up a bunch of stuff to get Shannon fired. And then on the show, post No More Shannon Doherty, one of the people from the studio wrote Shannon a letter and was like, I had no idea. And oh my God. Like, because like now it's the Alyssa show. And
Mhm.
now it's like, oh shit, we should have listened to you.
Wow.
And also, when Rose McGowan came in to replace
yeah.
her, Rose McGowan's been very outspoken against Melissa Milano about
Mhm.
how like she never went to bat for her for all like the messed up.
I think Rose
sexual
McGowan
shit.
was actually on that panel at MegaCon also. She
Yeah.
wasn't on the podcast though.
But she's been very outspoken in the sense that like, so like, you know, she talked about Harvey Weinstein before
Mhm.
Harvey Weinstein got exposed and all these terrible people who did terrible things to her in Hollywood. And she basically just called out Melissa Milano as basically backing the people who were taking advantage of her and other actresses at the time. So
Just gonna sip on my whiskey real quick.
Fascinating.
Just soak that. in.
what other tea has Shannon Doherty spilled, just out of curiosity?
I was working out today and I was like, oh, let me start
That's
this.
your workout mix.
I do
It's
listen to
just-
podcasts while I work out.
What a
Sometimes I
savage!
listen to
What a
audiobooks
savage!
too. But I started her podcast, and I couldn't find the Charmed one because I
Uh-huh.
guess I didn't scroll back long enough. And I was like, oh, 90210. I used to watch that show. Let me listen to that. So she had Jason Priestley on to talk about 90210. So I
Oh.
listened to 2 episodes of that.
Nice. Love it.
What's old Mr. Priestley doing these days?
He's doing some Canadian show.
Oh,
I just found out today on a podcast.
so he's super successful. That's good.
He's doing fine.
He's doing great.
Thank you so much, Jude, for that news drop. Appreciate
Thanks
it.
for letting me talk about it. 'cause
Listen,
I-
anytime you
Dude.
want to talk shit about Alyssa Milano, you're
Bro,
welcome to it.
That
Go for
clip's
it.
gonna get 40,000 views.
Watch.
Melissa Milano is going to personally come for me.
Our percentage of demographic for female is going to go up 1%.
And then we're gonna go. We gotta talk about
did it, you
Shannon
guys!
Doherty from now on.
Do you guys remember when Alyssa Milano started a podcast and she said that she was like,
She was mad that it wasn't as big as Joe Rogan's.
Yeah, yeah.
What an idiot.
Uh-huh.
I just started last month. And Joe Rogan
I
gets
think
11
it's
million
always
views.
funny when any celebrity starts a podcast
Yeah.
because they always go about 3 episodes and they go, "Oh, this is too fucking hard."
Welcome to the game,
For
folks.
real, for real.
Yeah.
It's
Apparently, she wrote a book called Sorry Not Sorry, and Shannon was like, I'm not going to fucking read that.
like Brie Larson and her YouTube channel. Oh, here I am working out.
Oh yeah, how long did that last?
it was
About
like
3 months.
three videos.
That was a pandemic side effect. Another. All right, we got £9 from
£9, 99 pence.
10
right?
pounds.
10 pounds. What is? Did I say that
Yeah,
right?
it's a pence, right?
Quid. Pounds.
Wait, is it quid or pence?
I don't
Here?
know.
So £9, 99 pence.
All right,
Pence.
we got to get it right, man. We're gonna.
I would just say 10 pounds.
Okay.
I don't know. I paid with a credit card in Scotland. AKI says, "What the hell? This should have way more people watching. The production quality isn't justified."
You
yeah.
are correct.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely, 100%.
We
correct.
agree. It's okay.
That means we need everybody
He's
to get
probably
on their
talking about
social
something
media.
else.
Yeah. He's like, "Oh, this is the wrong
That
channel."
means everybody needs to hit subscribe, hit the follow,
Oh.
go to your social media and go, "Hey man, the Salty Nerds are fucking live right now.
Yeah.
Go watch their shit.
Go check
and,
it out.
Yeah, and I'm getting really sweary all of a sudden.
Did the whiskey finally hit you?
I don't know, maybe.
His gummy finally wore off.
Oh, that's what it was?
Yeah,
He was
something.
super chill for a
I'm
while.
getting angry now. I'm getting old. Angry and old. My joints hurt.
We got,
Yeah.
he said, somebody, Asylum says quid is just slang. LOL.
Quid is just like
Okay. Oh, speaking of quid and pence and pounds and all that stuff, February 16th, Grand Tour drops another episode, and I am
I watched the very first episode of season 1 of that.
Bro, it's
last
so
night.
freaking good. That show is my favorite show of all time.
What is this?
I've been watching.
Grand Tour.
It's car show.
Jeremy Clarkson, Richard Hammond, and James May.
Yeah.
And they go on adventures around the world and just drive cool cars and do weird shit.
That's all right.
It's 3
Yeah.
old British guys go around the world.
You know,
love
I
old British men.
I love old British guys too.
Okay.
It's great. You'd love it. It's so funny, Jim.
No.
I'm just
It's really funny.
I'm just discovering the Jeremy Clarkson world.
Oh, dude.
He's so good. He's so funny. I'm watching Clarkson Farm right now. I'm
Clarkson Farm is so awesome.
I'm watching season 1 right now.
Yeah,
He's wilding.
bro, I love
He's
it,
putting bees and shit out there.
Bro.
Fighting with the government.
bro.
I just want to put my water down there. I'm gonna go make a mess and get all my shit stuck in the mud.
Yeah,
You know, it's just
dude.
it's crazy.
Jeremy Clarkson. I don't even live in that country, and I consider him a
Yeah, I
national
want to go
treasure.
buy some honey out of his stupid store.
Yeah.
Sounds nice.
Hey, I was a few hours away. It was too long for me to drive
Yeah.
there, but Diddley Squat Farm was not far from where I was.
Farm, it's so good.
And I was like, oh, God, I wish I could drive over there real quick. Because we had like an 8-hour layover in
Uh-huh.
London when we were traveling back to Vegas. And I was like, I could.
Oh yeah, and like your flight got all
Yeah,
messed up.
Flights got canceled. Things got screwy. I had like a long layover in London.
Mhm.
And I was like, I could drive to Diddley Squat Farm right now.
Can you do me a favor and
So-
say I love old British guys again?
I love old British guys.
You are gay.
All right, should we talk about Dune now?
Yeah,
All
let's
right.
talk about Dune.
Boom, bitch.
Dune. I guess so. This is one of the things early on when I started this podcast.
Mhm.
One of my segments or thing, whatever, was influences. What influenced the movies that I grew up with?
Yeah.
So I went down a rabbit hole like what influenced Indiana Jones, and it was like Shadow of the Incas and Zorro and all this other stuff. And I'm like, what freaking influenced Star Wars? And it was Dune and Flash Gordon and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, so I'm like learning more about where these guys got all these ideas from. And that kind of built my perception that a lot of movies that I grew up with thinking that they were super original and such great ideas were all just slight ripoffs of something else.
Somebody else's stuff.
Yeah. And then I learned that Quentin Tarantino just flat out said, oh yeah, I just rip off whatever
Yeah,
movies I like. And I'm like, oh, is this all this is? People just ripping things off?
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's ripping people off. It's fine. It's called art. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I had to kind of figure that out. So
How many stories are there that people actually tell, Matt? It's
like 32,
Like 12.
something
12.
like that.
I thought it was 30. I don't know. Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Yeah. There's only so many stories you can tell. They're all just different, like wrappings.
Knockoffs.
Knockoffs of each other. But anyway, in preparation for Dune 2, which is coming out in March, we're doing a little deep dive on what Dune influenced, where it came from. And these are the kind of conversations that I love to have,
Did
especially
you say deep dive?
deep dive.
I kind of skimmed over it.
That's okay.
I just being
You've
honest,
seen Dune?
multiple times,
Have you seen Star Wars?
many times.
You're an expert.
Beetlejuice.
I even watched the weird '80s one.
The Dune, 80s Dune one?
Yeah, you know,
Now
with-
that is,
Man.
dude,
with Patrick Duffy.
the
or
Lynch
whatever his
one?
name is.
right?
Yeah.
David Lynch?
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
one.
I've never seen that all the way through.
Don't do it.
What?
Don't do it.
Don't? Are you sure? I kind of
Do
want
it.
to before Dune 2 comes out.
Dude, I love Lynch's Dune.
Really?
Yeah.
It's one of my
Do
favorites.
you trust his movie recommendations? No.
I love Lynch's Dune too. It's super weird.
But I do love the new movie, the new Dune that came out a couple years ago. I thought that was freaking rad. It was an awesome
it is.
movie. And I tried to get into the book. So I started reading the book. I got like a handful of chapters in, and I was just like lost. I had no idea what the freaking Bene Gesserit was. I didn't know what's the planet called? Acarus? Not Acarus.
The Benny Jesuit.
Arrakis.
Arrakis. Thank you. Yeah, the Benny Gen. What do they call
Bene Gesserit.
The Benny Hins.
them? The Benny Hands.
Benny Hills.
Benny Hills.
Gesserit.
Bene Gesserit. I got lost in the book. I was very confused. I wasn't following the story right. I don't know if it was the narrator's fault or if I was just dumb. I don't know. Maybe both. But I do want to dive into this world. I want to get more into Dune because I want to figure it out. I want to learn about it. I want to watch it. I want to consume it. So let's talk about Dune and Star Wars.
Star Wars ripped off Dune.
Yeah.
Specifically Dune and Star Wars?
Specifically Dune this
Okay.
time around because we'll
All right.
probably do another one where it's
Oh.
like Dune and whatever else. But
Okay.
you've read all the books?
No,
not-
I read the first one a couple of times and then
Okay.
I started the second one. But because it's not about it kind of goes into a different.
Thing.
I only read the first one.
Okay.
I read like maybe a third of the second one, but I couldn't get into it the
Mhm.
same way that I like loved the first one.
Yeah.
I-
Kadish.
I-
Oh,
I
go
held
ahead.
the book in my hand once,
And you were like,
and I
Good
went,
for you, man.
and I went, no. And I set it down.
It's been a minute since I have consulted my my Dune book report. I'm
yeah.
a little rusty.
We should do something like that. Like I'll read Dune before we go to see Dune.
No,
You're not
you
gonna do
That's
it?
not going to happen.
Come on.
You can listen to the
I
audio.
don't even know if I want to listen to it
That would be it.
because I can
I'm
watch
going
it.
to check out the sample of that.
I think I own it. I'll let you listen to it.
Okay.
Anyway, Kadish, I know you probably know more than anybody at this table about Dune and Star Wars. So why don't you
He hasn't read the
why
book.
don't you tip it off?
I've read the book.
Have you?
Yeah, I read it when I was in college.
Look, he saw,
Okay.
Yeah,
he
he
saw
ripped it
this-
off
look,
in his book.
Did you,
Yeah,
did you see how offended he just got there?
Oh yeah. I read it in college.
Mm.
I'm
I
college
read
educated.
that book.
Wait.
It's pretty funny.
I read it in college.
Before I went to Hollywood.
Yeah.
You don't know what I've read.
Well, I remember that you were carrying it around the house a bunch. And I was like, are you going to read that? And you didn't.
Like just carries it from one
Yeah,
table to another.
it was
He's got
like-
one of those really, he's
It
got
was
one of
like
those really
moving from room to room. And then it made me curious. So that's when I read it. And I was like, oh my God, this book is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that was the book I bought in college and read
Okay.
and have kept in my book collection
He just
since.
carries it around like his little whoopee.
Sometimes I refer to it for inspiration.
I have books.
Good-
they just sit
Good
on
job.
the shelf.
Dave. Good
They-
job.
They look nice on the shelf.
So the cool thing about Dune, you have two very seminal book series in genre literature. The first one is Dune, which is science fiction based, and then the second one is Lord of the Rings, which is fantasy based.
Mhm.
And both of these books kind of set the stage for all the books that followed them. And it's kind of interesting because J.R.R. Tolkien actually really hated Dune. like Frank Herbert published it first and gave him like advanced copies to like get feedback on.
Dune came before Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, they,
Wow, I
they
did
were
not know
published
that.
very, very close together, but Dune came out first. And
But I believe Tolkien was working on Lord of the Rings for like 2 decades before he actually finished one.
well, he was creating languages. And,
Yeah.
and the thing that kind of connects the two book series together is that they both did a lot of world building. So for Dune, for instance, like there's this whole like thousands of year histories that goes along
Mhm.
before the book even starts.
What's
Pause.
wrong?
Pause. You're saying that Dune and Lord of the Rings books were published at a similar time?
Yeah.
Google,
I'm Googling.
yeah, Google is saying, okay, I'm just going to read what came up. Dune, science fiction novel by American author Frank Herbert, serialized in analog from 1963 to 65, and then published in 65. Didn't Lord of the
I
Rings came
don't-
out in like the 30s or 40s?
54.
Was it 54?
Uh-huh.
It was
I
the
don't
40s.
know. It was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago.
Still a long time
So it was
ago.
before, though. So I'm confused. Which one came first? Are you
The
talking
chicken
about?
or the egg?
Well, there's got to be. No, because Lord of the Rings came out before that. Where'd you hear this from? Where are you getting your information from? College?
Yeah,
College
my
education.
college
Your
education.
college
is
education
that where I-
lied to you, sir.
I was under the impression that Dune got published earlier, but I know that when Dune was published, J.R.R. Tolkien was not a fan of it.
Okay.
The Hobbit was published in 37.
Yeah.
It says. And then
Yeah.
Fellowship of the Ring came out in 54.
Okay.
Don't come after us, chat. Just
Yeah.
don't.
Well, I'm fact checking this right now. Dune
Please-
is 10.
please
Dune is
continue that.
10 years after. But yeah,
That's
keep
Does
really
that
not that long.
derail everything that you were about to say?
No, it doesn't. They're both very seminal works in their respective genres, and they were both very heavy in the world building.
Mhm.
But it's kind of funny because I've recently discovered that J.R.R. Tolkien did not like Dune. In fact, he had a passion against it.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was because
Jealous.
I think it was because he spent so much time and effort building his world, and he felt like Herbert kind of cribbed his, not cribbed Lord of the Rings, but like just kind of like didn't do as much world building
Mhm.
homework.
Came
as,
too easy to him.
Exactly.
Mm.
But what's funny is like if you start really diving into Dune, you can see how like basically Star Wars, most complete ripoff
Mhm.
of Dune. So it's like Kurosawa and Herbert are like the two main mashups for Star Wars.
And Flash Gordon for the costumes.
And Flash Gordon, but
Oh.
like you have this desert planet, you have
Yeah.
Tatooine,
Yeah,
you've got
the Superboy with the prophecy attached to him, right?
Mhm.
yeah, you've got this galactic empire, you've got like this like these magic powers in a science fiction setting.
Mhm.
Spice is a direct
Spice.
ripoff from
What?
yeah.
Well, one of the cool things about Dune is that they had these personal shields, right? And so
Mhm.
you couldn't use lasers in Dune because they were
Mhm.
ineffective. And so like you had to do melee combat and of course lightsaber combat.
Yep.
There's all types of like stuff that Lucas very obviously pulled from it. Like the Fremen are basically the Sand People.
Mhm.
Like there's all types of stuff. So it's very interesting to like look at Dune as like a precursor for all of modern science fiction. Because there were so many themes in that thing, like for instance, folding space. Right?
Mhm.
Nobody knew about folding space up and like there were some scientific theories.
What's crazy
about
is
it.
that's an actual theory now.
Yeah.
So
What's that?
the whole folding space
Well,
is a way to.
Well, it was the Einstein
Travel
Rosen
stuff,
bridge
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Oh, they in every science
Stargate kind of
movie,
shit.
they take a piece of paper and they
Yeah.
fold it and they poke
Yeah,
a hole
yeah.
through it with a pencil and they're like, look, it's science.
Yeah, but it's really interesting because like Dune has like such a rich kind of like backstory to it. Like for instance, the Butlerian Jihad, which is where
What?
it's called the Butlerian Jihad, and it
It
was,
is.
it
The
was-
Butlerian Jihad?
Yeah.
Am I pronouncing that correctly?
I think so.
It's a very American
The
pronunciation.
chat will correct us.
Hit the
But,
clip.
yeah.
Hit the clip. Butlerian whatever.
Gay!
All right, so but that whole thing was basically like humans invented AI,
Right.
And AI became too powerful, and so humans had to go to war with the machines. It was basically
About-
like Terminator.
About 5 years from now.
So Terminator ripped off Dune too?
Yeah, but so like humans defeated the AI, and because of that, they outlawed computers, and so humans had to evolve to become human computers in order to do all the calculations that machines used to do.
Sounds like Foundation. Oh wait,
Well,
they all
yeah.
ripped off Asimov, right? Or did Asimov rip off?
No,
them?
yeah, they all ripped off Asimov. Nick is a big fan of Foundation, and he's in the chat right now saying
Yeah.
that's from Dune, that's from Dune,
Yeah.
or that's from Foundation, that's from Foundation, that's from Foundation.
Oh, I didn't
So,
even see that stuff. yet.
Asimov just set the groundwork, and everybody's like, oh, take that.
Mhm.
Take
Okay,
that.
that works.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you? If somebody invented sci-fi and robotics,
Yeah.
and now it's just this huge genre, of course you're going to pull from that.
I'm not blaming them.
No.
I'm a fan of people ripping off things as long as they make it their own.
Mhm.
Like, because it can be done well. In the case of Star Wars,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah.
done well. Yeah, it was a ripoff. It was really freaking cool, and I loved it. Or you could rip it off poorly, like Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon, and be
Yeah.
like, "Ugh, that is
That is a
Or
great.
you
not-
make it-
That is such a good analogy, dude. Because you know, Rebel Moon is Zack Snyder's Star Wars movie,
right."
It
Which is based off of-
sucks.
so,
it's terrible.
It's like third level ripping off. So you're ripping off Star Wars, which ripped
Man, I
off.
put that out of my mind. I forgot we watched
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, it was bad. He ripped off Star Wars and Seven Samurai, which
Mhm.
Star Wars also ripped off Seven Samurai and Dune and Foundation, and Dune ripped off it. We're like seven levels down.
Zack Snyder just ripped off a
We're all
ripoff.
just Kevin Baconing.
6 degrees to Foundation.
Is it the whole thing where I say a sentence in a hurry and it goes around the table and comes back to me,
Right.
and
Yeah.
it's just garbage?
But like
that
that's
kind of thing.
that's the thing that I love about talking about like this whole ripoff versus homage. Like it's a
Yeah.
great argument to have because there's points of views from each one. Like, oh, it's an homage. He's paying tribute to something that he really loved.
Yeah.
He wanted to make it his own. He created Star Wars.
It's like,
On the
more-
other side of the
more you-
argument-
the more you clone something, the worse they get.
Yeah, on the other side of the argument, you got people who are like, well, Zack Snyder just ripped off all this crap and it turned out like shit. And I'm like, well, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
also true.
Yeah.
Also, Zack Snyder's not as talented.
He,
as
he makes
people
the
make
he
him out
makes
to be.
the
Also true.
the derpy.
But Quentin
12th
Tarantino
generation.
rips off old school Chinese movies and Hong Kong
Yeah,
did
but
it,
he puts
and
his,
he's freaking awesome at it.
Quentin Tarantino puts his own sauce on his movies.
Oh, yeah.
So you
Yeah.
know, those are
Is
more
that
homage.
it? It has to have a secret sauce.
I think so.
Like Lucas put his
Lucas
secret
has
sauce.
a secret sauce,
right?
sauced all over those movies, sauced all over them,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
and you know,
That's the
that's
key.
what Tarantino.
Gay!
Nice.
A little bit good,
Yeah.
you know.
So
But,
that's the key. Is Easter egg.
yeah.
If you're gonna rip something off, it's
and,
fine.
And
but you
Zack
have to put your
Zack Snyder's sauce.
not good sauce.
They don't swim.
It's bad sauce.
Bad sauce. They're infertile little sauces. And
Wait, what kind of sauce are you talking
well,
about?
I thought that's what you were
Fertile.
talking about.
Whoa.
He
You
likes
know,
his
so-
sauce
I
fertile.
was
Yeah,
not
you
going in
gotta
that
get
direction, man.
gotta get your DNA all over your stuff, right?
Clip it.
So yeah,
You are gay.
slow swimmers. Sorry, bro, you can't make movies.
Zack Snyder has slow swimmers.
His sauce sucks.
Oh no.
This-
And also sometimes you cherry pick
Yeah.
from other things
Right.
that you like,
Right.
much like the chosen one trope.
Sure.
Harry Potter, Star Wars, everything.
That's one of
It's
the
the hero's
yeah.
journey.
That's one of the 12
Hero's
stories,
journey,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the
The
hero's
chosen
journey.
one.
Yep. Yeah.
Right.
And Harry Potter.
Matrix.
People say Harry Potter's a ripoff of Star Wars too, which is a ripoff of the.
Yeah.
It just
Well, we
keeps
had
on
that
going.
debate, and then you lost that one time.
I didn't lose that one.
Yeah, you did.
It's exactly the same story, except
Pretty close. Fans are the same. Same kind of fans.
well, I don't know because I'm a fan of
Lightsabers, wand. Same shit, dude.
I can't even say this anymore.
Expelliarmus!
How sad is it that I have to sit here and be like, I'm a Star Wars.
No, you're not.
Used to be.
No, you're not.
Fuck. Used to be a fan.
No more than I am anymore.
Nope.
Lisa's not part of your name.
But I've only.
Come join me over in the Wizarding World.
I don't know about that one. I don't know. I watched that first movie. It was not good.
That movie is for kids.
That is not an excuse.
What things does this article like give us just right off the top
Pretty
of the
much everything we just said.
talked about?
Yeah, it's like the emperor, the spice, the planets, the whole political environment of the world itself. It's all basically Star Wars.
You know, there are some people out there who theorize that Game of Thrones was inspired by Dune because of all like the warring houses and stuff. But that's just medieval.
Yeah,
like,
Game of Thrones.
politics.
You could also make the argument that Game of Thrones is inspired by actual history because
George R. Martin took his sauce and he mixed it in with some European history
Stop
and
talking about your fertile sauce.
some fantastical elements and put it all in a pot and dumped it out.
Well, you know what though?
But Game of Thrones was written specifically as the anti-Tolkien, like George R. R. Martin
Really?
said. Yeah, he said he wanted to take the standard fantasy tropes that Tolkien created and turn them on their ear.
Okay,
and that's what he did.
I mean, I guess there's no dwarves and elves in Westeros, right? So
they're not going to count. Fuck, what's his name?
Tyrion
Lannister.
He's a little person.
But
He's an imp.
But that was the whole point. Is like instead of having dwarves as a race, he used a real dwarf in Game of Thrones.
So we have dragons. I don't get that. We can't have fantastic, but we can have dragons and zombies from the north. I guess. Okay, whatever.
It wasn't about not having fantastic. It was about taking the tropes and doing something different with them.
Turns out great. Hope he finishes his book someday.
Who?
Mr. Martin.
Martin?
Yeah.
He ain't doing shit.
Yeah, he's never finishing those books.
He's gonna. I'm not wishing this upon him, to be clear, but he's
getting old.
He's gonna croak, and then about 4 to 5 years later, then the book will be released.
Oh man, if someone he doesn't like gets elected to office, he's never gonna finish anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Is that it?
Curl up.
This
yeah.
poor guy.
can we-
He gets so he's like squirrel,
Yeah.
but for like life.
Oh, can we transition? That's a great segue. Can we transition over to that topic?
Sure.
Yeah,
real
let's
quick.
do
Are
it.
we good with Dune?
I'm good, dude.
Okay, I really can't wait for Dune 2. We will be doing more coverage of Dune leading up to the second movie, and then a little bit of.
I'm kind of upset because I'm going to have to give it a score because I haven't given the first movie a score yet.
Because it's only half.
Because it's only half.
a movie.
It's only half the movie.
Yeah, you got to give it a score after. It's okay. Boom. Okay. Yeah, this is a perfect segue. So I'm gonna just real quick check the chat, make sure we didn't miss anything super important. Nick, I love that you're in there, buddy. I miss you. I love seeing you in the chat. It's awesome. I don't know why you're not a member yet.
I'm going to run to the bathroom.
Okay, you need to be a member, Nick. Somebody's gonna gift you a membership, or I'll just buy it for you because I want you in the membership stream today. So we'll figure that out, buddy. That being said, thank you guys all.
We still need 5 more gifted members.
Yeah, where's that 5 more? Where's that 5 more? Everybody, get Nick a membership. Hold on. Vader gifted his own memberships last week, didn't he? Can I do that? How do I do that? We gift memberships to myself. Anyway, thank you guys all for being in the chat. Really do appreciate it. When Matt Vader gets back, we're going to cover this
George R. R. Martin.
George R. R. Martin, far left hand side over here on the tab there, Mr. Kadish. And we'll cover this. It's so sad. It's a bummer to see this kind of stuff. Because he like you said, Jude, he just gets really distracted.
Yeah. He needs to just turn off all of the
yes, you can
the influences.
Yeah, just shut yourself in a room and write your book, buddy. Yes, you can gift memberships on your own channel. How do I do that? I want to learn. Teach me your ways, sensei. Anyway, while we're waiting for Vader to get back from the bathroom, reading Dune. I think we should tag team that.
I'd love to read it again.
Yeah, because didn't we read something together recently? What was it, like the Meg or something like that?
Oh, we did read the Meg together.
Yeah, we read the Meg together, and I was like texting you, like, "What is this nonsense?" Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that audiobook was
so bad. Yeah. Oh my god, so bad. Yeah. I think that might have been the reason why I never finished Dune, is because I didn't like the narrator.
Huh.
It might be the reason. I have to go back and check.
I'm gonna look at the sample when I get home today.
Good, buddy? No. Oh, okay. I got you. I'm gonna switch seats real quick, guys. Watch this. This is going to be cool. This is called production. Ready?
It's the Alex and Jude show.
What's up, folks? All right.
Man, I think Igor across the way had too much borscht this morning.
There's another Igor?
Shut that.
Yeah, can you get that door for me, buddy? What's up, folks? Driving the ship now. Woo! All right, there's Jude. I'm number 4. You're number 3. Vader's number 2. Who does number 2 work for? All right, guys, we're going to be talking about George R. R. Martin.
Without Matt?
Well, I mean, I don't know, bro. We're going to wait for him?
I don't know. What are we doing?
I don't know. I don't know how long he's going to be in there.
That's true.
Yeah.
We should time him.
Don't be mean.
Don't do that.
Don't be
Let's
mean.
just have a chat. Let's have a chat.
Terrible. Anyway, yeah, look, we can chat. Dude.
You were talking to Nick when I left.
Yeah, Nick is in the chat.
Yeah.
He's not a member, though. I need to get
How is
him
he
a
not
member.
a member?
I don't know. How did you gift memberships the last time you did it? You were like, oh, watch this, guys.
Somebody goes in there and puts $20 in and with gifted memberships. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, you do. You did it last week.
No, I didn't.
He was high.
No, I wasn't.
Don't forget to bring
No.
a towel.
I can't gift memberships.
No?
I can no.
Okay.
We'll
got you.
figure
Nick.
it
We'll
out.
figure it out, buddy.
We'll figure it
We'll get
out.
you in there.
Or maybe buy your own.
I know you're. Hold on. I don't have my chat open anymore. Oh, there it is. That's when you get war with sandworms used as cavalry. Oh, wait. Hold on. What?
That's in the next movie.
The next movie, they're using sandworms as
Yeah.
cavalry?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, he has to go through this whole thing where he rides the sandworm.
Yeah.
Makes him,
Well, I knew.
until he
Yeah,
proves
that's
himself.
that's in the trailer. But I thought
Well,
that was like
the Freemen right at the top of those things. Like they put whole armies on top of those sandworms.
It's like your rite of passage to become a man.
it's like a crate dragon, right? Isn't that the same thing?
basically
like crate
except
dragon.
You just go along and they crash through the walls and they all jump up. It's
no
crazy.
shit. Well, don't spoil
Yeah.
it. That
Yeah.
sounds freaking rad, though.
Yeah, you got to finish the book.
I'm in.
They'll go, "War deep" with their voice things and
Voice things.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
the weirding
right now?
way. Yeah,
The weirding way.
I haven't even read these books and I know these things.
Wow, you're so old.
You know how that's in the first movie when he uses.
Yeah.
She's like, you have to use the
Oh,
voice.
the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
like using the force against somebody.
Yeah.
And they're like,
Well,
jump out.
they weaponize it. They learn how to like make projectile weapons with it,
I-
and he teaches the other
The
Freemen.
Freeman.
What?
how to
do it.
Wait, I thought it was only special people could do that. No?
I don't know if they can. I don't think they can use the voice. I think only Paul can use the voice, but he trains the Fremen how to fight.
Oh,
Yeah, with
okay,
these
but not how to
special-
use the voice.
with these special.
I don't
weirding
think
weapons.
he can because that was a Benny Gesserit.
Yeah, I thought
thing.
it was the Benny Jesuit
Yeah,
thing. It was only the Benny Jesuit can do that.
And Wendy Hunter says those, or the Frank Dunesbert says the voice modulators are only in the Lynch film. Oh, I didn't know that because I haven't read the books. That's unfortunate.
I need to
Those are
watch
pretty cool.
I need to watch the Lynch film because I've
Yeah.
never seen it before. I've seen bits and pieces.
Don't
Isn't
recommend this for you.
Patrick Stewart in the
Yeah, first one.
David Lynch movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he's Gurney, right?
I
Gurney.
don't want this for you.
What do you mean? You don't want me to watch the Lynch one?
Listen, I
I
have a TV above my bathtub,
Yes.
and I was having a bath,
Okay.
and I thought midway through this movie, I thought I'm already in the tub. I could just.
Yeah, I think
Because of the
This
movie.
movie made me wanted to kill.
Oh my
Made me
God.
want to kill. I was like, I can't. I don't want to live anymore.
What? It can't be that bad,
It's so
dude.
bad.
No way.
So bad. It's so fucking weird.
Well, yeah, weird. It's David Lynch.
I really like it. It's not like the only David Lynch movie I think I like.
Dude, that
Yeah.
dude, I watched
You didn't like that monkey one?
I don't remember what it is.
12 Monkeys?
Mm-mm.
No? What
No.
monkey one?
He did like a short film where like a monkey was like, I think he was interviewing a girl and the monkey was like smoke. It was so fucking weird. I don't know. Kadish made me watch it. And then again, I feel like maybe David Lynch just makes me want to kill myself.
Yeah, I think it's a David Lynch thing.
No Lynch movies for you.
Yeah, I watched
Yeah.
like a part of Eraserhead, which apparently is a David Lynch movie,
Mhm.
and I got so freaking weirded out that I had to stop. I was like, "This is too much. I can't do
Mhm.
this.
I'm
My
gonna-
my brain's gonna melt."
Yeah.
I'm going to change the subject.
What's up?
What's up?
So remember how we were having a good time with Jude last week about her
Be specific, please.
well about her about her
Yeah.
her
It was
Wednesday.
better for you than it was for me. Let me tell you
She
that.
doesn't even remember.
It was about her Wednesday Adams outfit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I want to know what inspired this today.
Why are we always
I
talking
really-
about my
think,
clothes?
I think it looks really good. I like the black overalls and the poofy shoulders.
I wore
I like
black
my
on. I
poofy
wore,
shoulders too.
It's like what gothic? What are we this week?
This is just how I dress.
I love
I
it.
stopped wearing like pop culture-y t-shirts and I'm just wearing my own clothes now.
Are you better than us now? Is that what's going on?
Oh, that's
I've
the wrong chair.
always been better than you, first of all.
Fair.
I guess I'm
upset now that
rocking
he
the nice
didn't think I was this whole time.
You know, this whole time he
This
thought you
whole
just
time, he
some,
was
some
like,
graphic
"Oh,
tee wearing chick.
Yeah, she's on my left. No, I fucking am
No,
not.
no, dude. She's a
How
gothic
dare
queen.
you?
Gothic queen.
I'm not
I
a
like
gothic
it.
queen.
Come on, you wear black all the time. I wear
like
black all the time
It
too.
looks good on me.
I think black
You know
looks
what?
good on me.
I had a different shirt on earlier. It was teal, and I was like,
No, gotta go back to black.
Yeah.
Yeah. My wardrobe is like just varying shades of black and maybe
Me too,
some
me too.
dark
it looks
reds.
good on me and
Yeah.
everyone else.
Everybody
But-
looks good in
First, me.
Anyway,
No,
sorry I didn't mention it. I'm going to say something again next week too. Just
Okay,
so you know.
great. I can't wait. Now I'm gonna be like having anxiety in my closet. Like, oh, fuck, what is he gonna say about this?
Fashion Police with Jude and Vader.
Remember when I used
The
to do the
fashion
fashion report?
And that's how we became friends
Yes.
with Natalie Bronfman.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She still hangs out with me on
Sugar.
Instagram once in a
Oh,
while.
I love her.
Yeah, she's
I-
awesome.
Did you
What
see
are
her
you wearing this
dog?
Yeah. She's
That thing is huge.
yeah. She posts a picture. Yeah, she
I love
posts
her
a lot of
dog.
that. Love it. What were you gonna say?
So Jude will be all like, "What are you wearing this week?" I'm wearing Salty Nerd Klingons.
I
Lives
told
Matter
you you
shirt.
look nice. I told you both you looked nice today. I like
Yeah.
this hoodie.
I had
Yeah,
to,
I like
And
I
I
had to-
told Alex he looked handsome in his
Yeah.
button-down shirt.
I had to take it off. It was too freaking
I'm
hot.
feeling
here.
extra
Yeah.
swollen today, so it's okay.
I'm gonna kill this ice.
Kill it. Let me check the
Said one
chat
of,
real
those, one of
quick.
those terrible waxy Subway cups.
Hey Vader,
Um,
can you do me a favor and check the chat because my laptop's over there now.
Oh, check the chat.
Yeah, what do we got going on? Do
Let's talk
Well-
about George R.R. Martin.
you want to go without Kadish?
Yeah.
I mean, we can. I'm
All
sure
right.
you won't
In the
mind
chat,
too
we
much.
got everybody's here, man. Dennis Wright, Wendy Hunter, Hone Win. I don't know how to say those names. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Win is right. That's
Hone
correct.
Win.
My
Yeah.
little brother, Keg Crusher.
Cat Crusher's in the chat.
Keg Crusher's in the chat.
What's up,
Yeah.
dude? Wendy Hunter
Frank-
says, I love Jude's outfit.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do you
a
like
nice
my
outfit.
hair too? I just did it yesterday.
Say you like her hair. Say you like
You
her
better fucking say it.
hair.
Yeah.
All right. George R.R. Martin goes off on some kind of an unhinged anti-fan rant on his blog post, which he's famous for. He keeps his own blog and he posts on it fairly regularly. But fortunately, recently, he has gone off on a crazed anti-political, anti-fan
Oh, this is this
rant.
anti-fan thing.
I just
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
he'll make any excuse
I think
for
that-
like
do you
not
think that's
finish-
all it is?
Yes.
Yes.
He's
It's
just like-
it's not one thing, it's another. Well, now I'm hungry and I need a snack. I can't
Yeah.
finish the book.
Oh, God. The food prices
I
are
didn't
too high.
sleep well last night. I can't finish the book.
I guess I'm an anti-fan.
Your expectations are too high. Can't finish the
So-
book.
Yeah.
Give us something to be fanboys about, and we'll be
Right.
real fans.
What made it very interesting, and I'm surprised. I don't know the guy, but I'm surprised he has this take on it. And he's like, "Oh, everybody just wants to shit on these movies," and I'm like, "Well, because they're terrible, man. Like nobody liked season 8, like across the
No.
board.
Mhm.
Everybody was like, this
He
is
didn't like season 8.
yeah. Well, he didn't even write
or
season 8.
7 or 6.
Yeah." But he's like, well, these people are just ruining everything for everybody. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about, dude? Like, if there's shit that's really good out there, people talk, dude, go check this movie out.
Yeah.
It's really freaking good.
Yeah.
It's just all these like anchor fan bases, Star
Mhm.
Trek, Star Wars,
Yeah.
whatever. They're all being shit on,
Mhm.
and these people are taking over it and doing terrible. Halo is a perfect example. I've
And-
gone down a little bit of a Halo
Yeah.
rabbit hole this past couple of months because I'm like, I forgot about season 1. I'm like, oh, freaking whatever. And I went and I've been playing the games. I've been playing the games with my kids. I'm getting back into the world.
Mhm.
I'm enjoying it. I'm like, yeah, Master Chief's the shit. And then I get reminded that season 2 is coming out. And they're all like, I'm going to take my helmet off. And if you don't like it, you're not a fan. I'm like, well, fuck you, man. And it's like, does that make me an anti-fan? Does George R.R. Martin
Yeah.
not like me? Because I'm like, yeah, this Halo show sucks. Because it's nothing at all like the content that I love and grew up with.
It's really weird with him because he's like one of the few people in the world that's the founder and leader and creator of one of these big
Nerd
fan-based
franchises. Yeah.
nerd franchises, right?
Yeah.
He has the ability to put a bow on it,
Mm-hmm.
wrap it up. Whether the fans like it or not, he still has the ability to finish his story, whereas a lot of these other people don't.
Yeah.
George Lucas can't finish his story.
Yeah, he's so- well,
if he
he-
had more story to tell, he
Yeah.
might.
Yeah.
But
You guys
You-
joke
you
all the
know.
time about George R.R. Martin
Yeah.
being like Matt, like Kadish.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's very
Um,
much.
Yeah.
But you're not wrong. Like he has this series, this Earthman Jack
Mhm.
series,
Mhm.
that he knows where it's going.
Mhm.
But just like George R.R. Martin,
Get
he's
distracted.
doing podcasting and
Yep.
producing
Yeah.
and
YouTube.
did you see the fucking binder
Yeah.
that
Yes.
he gave us the other day?
Yeah.
And
82
he's doing
pages.
that shit instead of the thing that like the fans
Correct.
want, which is exactly what is happening with George R.R. Martin.
And
George
what's-
R.R. Martin is getting like bogged down by the expectation, but it's easier to do like Fire and Blood
Yeah.
and what's the House of the Dragon and focus on those things that don't have as high of expectations, because now
Or
all of
they're
a
in-
sudden there's this hungry fan base
And what
and it's intimidating.
and what else is fueling it though is the books got an ending on the television show that were never put in
That
print.
nobody was satisfied
that
with
nobody's satisfied with.
Yeah.
But now he has to like figure out what to do with his connection with that and how to finish up his books. And he has to decide whether he's going to stay in line with that and flesh it out a little bit, or
Yeah.
go a completely different direction, which is what most people want him to do.
Mhm.
So he's in a weird spot. I get that, but he
Yeah.
just do it.
A
man.
weird spot, but
Turn it off, man.
I don't think he's held back by the show. Because I mean,
No.
it's going to be hard to make an ending worse than that.
Yeah.
Anything he does.
Yeah.
I've lived with a writer for a while now, and I understand how easy it is for you to be. And I'm a creative too. So, like, when you are working on a project and you're just not feeling it, but you don't want to go in
Mhm.
without it being like you giving it your 100%. And I'm guilty of that too, being like, you know what, I should get in the booth today, but I'm not feeling like my headspace is 100% in there. I'm going to go do some other stuff. And if it doesn't happen today, it doesn't happen today,
Right.
because I want to respect this character or this series or this book or this project. I want to respect it and
But-
give it my 100%. And if you're not there, I understand.
But
Not
you're-
forcing
but
it.
you're- 13 years.
You're not going to do that for 5,000 days.
Yeah, I'll do that for maybe a week.
Yeah. No, it's been 13 years,
Yeah.
dude.
You have a new
I
career
need
now.
a paycheck more than him.
And that, you know what? Somebody in our comments just said that. I think it was one of our regulars too, maybe Farnsworth.
look for it.
Dennis Wright.
Okay.
Dennis Wright said, yeah, he's too rich. He's too rich. He doesn't need it anymore. He's got enough on his plate. He's doing these TV shows. He's making a shit ton of money on royalties, probably. He's doing all this stuff, and he's like, I don't need to finish this
I don't know that that's it. I think that when you have a creative brain and you have a story that you know where it's going and you're the only one who can do it,
Mhm.
I don't think being rich
Matters.
changes that story.
No?
It might be a factor in your distractions on working on that story, but like being like, oh, I'm rich now, I don't need to finish the story. I disagree.
Yeah.
I don't think that that's a factor.
It's interesting.
Well, I hope,
My
he gets,
theory-
I hope he gets them made so people will just read it and shut up again. Yeah, it's crazy.
Just read it and die. Listen,
Maybe that's it. Maybe he doesn't want to finish his book
'Cause he's afraid he's gonna die?
that'll be his final
And
opus.
I mean, now
I
he's
get that.
saying like he's obviously like the whole fandom is a factor. Like if he releases anything,
you're going to shit all over it. And he's like, I don't want
yeah.
to do
You know
that.
what?
Although he did, release Fire and Blood not that long ago. So.
I have a theory.
So,
He's written the book. His book is in a safe in his house.
mhm,
And since he doesn't want to like deal with all the ramifications of the stuff after,
mhm.
he's probably written instructions in his will that nobody's read yet, that the book is not to be published until he is gone. So maybe 2 years after he dies someday.
That's my theory.
Get those books.
I think that is a wonderful theory that we all hope that there is something written
That's
that
my-
we will
Listen,
get.
I guarantee you there's shit in his vault.
My theory
I
is.
think he has been honest about where he's at. with
Really?
it. Yeah.
I don't know. My theory is that it's done and he's just waiting. I
but
think
that's
it's,
just
I
me.
think it's like an estate thing. Like he wants to wait
Yeah.
until he's gone, and then like all the sales will go to his estate or whatever. I don't know.
So he has publicly come out and said that should he die before the books are done, it is in his will that no one is allowed to complete them.
I give up.
Because he doesn't want to pull. He doesn't want to happen. He doesn't want to have happen with Robert Jordan, who did the Wheel of Time books
Mhm.
with him. So he's basically like, if I can't tell my story, no one gets to tell my
God damn
story.
it, George! I was
Yeah.
trying to give you a.
And-
olive
I know, me
branch.
too.
See, I said
And he's been a very outspoken against fan fiction. He's like, I don't want any fan fiction
Good for him.
for
I
Game of
respect that.
Thrones.
what's
I
so
respect
fucking bad? You can control yourself. yourself,
Oh,
and you
Jude.
can control
I'm
how
with
you
Jude.
feel about
I'm
things.
with Jude.
But you cannot control
you're
the
not-
rest of the fucking
Yeah, you're not
world.
going to stop people from writing Game of Thrones fan fiction.
I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I didn't say you had to read
You
it.
know who was a fucking class act when they died in the middle of several of their series? Who said, "I want my work to go on." VC fucking Andrews hired a ghostwriter and was like, "You're going to continue my series because I'm dying,
Mhm.
and you're going to keep writing in my name."
It's a good way to go.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a whole other topic. We could probably talk
What,
about
the
that for
legacy
now.
of writers?
Yeah, or even like
Lit.
cartoonists.
Babe, you die before me, I'll finish Earthman Jack.
I think I need someone to do that right now.
Yeah, you need to hire a ghostwriter.
Yeah, we were just talking about that actually a little bit, comparing the two of you, and I was going to say every once in a while somebody will come in Discord down,
And be like,
down
hey,
in
what-
Matt's
Yeah.
little.
There's somebody in the
hidden-
comments right now.
his hidden
Salty
little thing.
Scorpion, Earthman Jack. Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
when are you going to finish your book, you George R.R. Martin? What's going on? Yeah.
My kids are asking for it.
Well, if I didn't have to produce multiple podcasts every week, I'd probably have more time to write.
Well,
Well, that's the thing.
I guess
He's got shows to produce.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is
And-
a live stream now.
Oh, can we do Earthman Jack audio dramas?
I've been-
Honestly, I don't want to work for him.
My name is Braxton Barringer. No, that's the wrong book. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Scallywag.
That
I
one's
could do
already-
Scallywag. I could do a pirate voice.
Yar.
Yar, matey.
I want to be the robot.
Oh, fuck yeah. No,
Yeah.
no. David Hewlett's going to be the robot. David Hewlett's got to be the robot.
I'm playing a robot right now in my series that I'm doing.
All right.
She's a sexy robot.
Yeah, but it's David Hewlett. I'm joking.
Fine,
Wait,
he
that's
can
not
have
official.
it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put David Hewlett out there. That's not official. That's just a
he
joke.
is my best friend.
He is your
Oh,
best
boy.
friend.
Mhm.
We should hire him to do a voice. All right. I know you missed most of the conversation, Kadish. I apologize for that. Is there anything that you wanted to insert in there about George R.R. Martin?
So I've been a fan of George's since I read his books in college.
In college.
Yes.
White or you gay?
You are gay.
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
So like in 2001, I discovered the Song of Ice and Fire books, and there were only 3 out at the time. It was Game of Thrones, Clash of Kings, and Storm of Swords. And I quickly became the biggest George R.R. Martin fan ever because those books blew me away. They're some of my favorite books. They're the only books I've ever gone back and reread multiple times. And so I was very forgiving of him when he took 5 years to get out A Feast for Crows and then another 5-6 years to get out Dance of Dragons. I'm just like, his stories are good. Give him time. Let him do his thing. It's been over a decade
Yeah.
since Dance of Dragons came out. And at a certain point, fans are entitled to be toxic when you're taking so freaking long because there's no excuse.
Careful.
No. But there's no excuse for him. He's got more money than God. He could take like a month off and just like finish writing if he wanted to. The fact that it's taken him 11 years,
13
years,
Mhm.
and we still don't have a finished
We
sequel.
got Fire and Blood. The basis for House of the Dragon.
Yeah, it's basically like every time there's a football game, every
Mhm.
time there's a Republican in office,
Yes.
every time he wants to do a screening at his theater, he can't write for like 3 months.
Mhm.
He's going to go, I'm going to go travel for 6 months. I'll see you guys later.
Mhm.
He needs to focus on his mental health.
Well, I
He
don't
needs to just unplug from the internet, apparently, because he's letting okay. Listen, if you're scrolling through, I don't know, freaking Game of Thrones forums or whatever, and it's just a bunch of people trash talking, don't fucking do that.
Yeah.
Don't
He needs to
don't
not
read that
read
shit.
comments.
Yeah, don't read that shit. Go the Joe Rogan route.
Yeah.
I don't read none of the comments.
Yeah.
I try. I mean, I'll read some because we're a small channel and we have to interact with people. That's fine. But like, if I'm at
Once
his
we're
level,
rich, though, we're not going to do that.
yeah, no. Once we're like, forget about no. And like at his level, I mean, it's not even his show. It's a HBO TV show that he's like reading comments about,
Yeah.
and everybody's shitting on it. It's not his books.
Honestly, do you think if the show had never come out, if he would have finished, do you think he would have finished the book?
Probably.
I don't.
You don't think so?
I don't. I think that he just is very easily distracted. And I think that he tends to write himself into a corner that he just frets about for a couple of years.
I have heard that the books are kind of in a place where he isn't kind of stuck, right? Is that what I'm
Mhm.
understanding, right?
He killed somebody off that he needs to finish it.
No. The show killed off somebody that was still alive in the books that he's using to finish. So,
Okay.
so the thing that you were talking about, George refers to as the Milanese knot, and that was something that he actually fixed in the previous book, but he's still moving forward with book 6. Now, to me, if he had been smart, what he would have done is he would have delayed book 6 until season 6 of Game of Thrones came out and released it simultaneously, and so people could have gone, devoured the book, and then like watched the show, and then they would have given him like, okay, you want to take 10 years to do Dream of Spring, go right ahead. We got the show ending, you know. So, but the fact that like he missed that deadline, and he had like 6 years to get that book ready to coincide with the release of the show, and he didn't do it. And so like I'm just convinced that basically he's lost all of his passion. He doesn't care. And it's obvious that like, he's just not interested in finishing the story because he doesn't need to. Wow. He's making his money.
Like, let's take this to the end of the road. He's gone. It's in his will that nobody can finish it. So we just have an unfinished book series that
we have the TV show,
wildly important or popular.
So, okay. So you put it in your will that nobody can finish this, but
people are going to finish it anyway.
Why would that stop anyone from creating your
it wouldn't be canon.
Right.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, whatever. I'll read it.
Whatever. But
can you get, but it can't be like if they literally just write, okay, we're picking up from this point and we're going to carry this story on and it's fan fiction. Can they get sued for doing that if they use the same names and locations and characters and all this stuff? Like,
I think it would have to be a situation where they're negotiating with his estate, kind of like how Lord of the Rings does it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Yeah. I guess it depends on like how voracious your estate feels about executing your last will.
It's a crappy scenario because I love George R.R. Martin, the artist. Like I just love his books.
Right.
But he is proving time and time again to be like such a stupid person. like I really dislike him as a human being.
Sure.
At this point. And
you're mad at him.
I'm mad at him not just because he's not finishing the books, but because he's such a snowflake. He's such a crybaby.
Yeah.
He's so anti-fan.
You're just making it worse, Kadish. He's gonna listen.
I hope he listens.
I hope he does.
He needs to listen to someone.
Yeah.
Like he's still a guy, like he writes on an outdated piece of word processing software that's not made or supported anymore.
Oh no.
On an old DOS computer because that's what he's always done. And he can't write on a laptop, can't write on a new computer, can't write on Microsoft Word, he can't write on Google Documents. It's like he needs to have like this complete quiet in a house next door to his own house in a room that has this antique computer that belongs in the freaking Smithsonian. And that's the only way he's able to write. It's like, give me a break. Give me a break.
Freaking Jude. Give him his things. Make him feel safe.
Give him his things.
I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
Finishes it.
I don't care if you handwrite it.
Listen,
just finish it.
I like my Atari 2600. Screw you kids.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get off my lawn.
Did you guys ever see the sit down that he had with Stephen King where they're both up on stage?
Oh yeah, and he's like, I don't know how you write all those books. Cocaine. The answer is cocaine.
Yeah, Stephen King basically says like, I write 3,000 words a day. And George R.R. Martin's like, what? I'm lucky if I write 3 words a day.
Yeah. Do some cocaine, George. All right, that's enough of that nonsense.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. This poor guy. The last topic. We have about 10 minutes before this live stream ends. I would,
we could go longer.
Can we?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to talk about Universal taking on Disney. Boom. There we go. Okay, this is great news.
Oh man, I can't wait for this.
Dude, I'm so freaking excited. I'm legitimately excited. I'm a big fan of Universal. I like a lot of their movies. Obviously, they produced the Jurassic World, Jurassic Park movies. Huge fan. Illumination. I have 3 kids. Illumination makes movies that I can actually take them to and not worry about it. I know recently I took them to the movie Migration. And it was funny because I was like, I need to take my kids to go out somewhere. Let me check what's out in the theaters. And I hadn't even seen a trailer for this movie. I didn't know it existed. I didn't know anything. I just scrolled through what was showing and it was like Migrations, animated show. And I looked at it and I was like, let me look who produced it.
Right.
Google who produced it. I'm like, if it's Disney, I'm not taking them. It was Universal Illumination. And I was like, done, taking to the kids. So I took them to the show. It wasn't a great movie, but it was fun. And it didn't have like any weird messaging or anything like that. It was just genuinely a good kids movie. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. This is what Illumination is doing, where Pixar and Disney are failing.
Right.
And now it's moving into the theme park world.
Yeah.
And I know you're
exciting.
so excited for this too. Universal's new Epic Universe theme park revealed. We've got Super Nintendo World.
Awesome.
Awesome. I'm in. Harry Potter World.
Fantastic.
Sure, go for it. Dark Universe.
I need more support from you. You're like, fucking Illumination, Minions, yeah, bitch. Harry Potter can like suck my dick, I guess.
What are you getting? Did you snort? I got you to snort.
Nice. Nice.
It's been allowed twice. Harry Potter can suck my dick.
I mean, I guess if he really wants to.
Harry Potter.
I like the fact that they're expanding on Harry Potter and
Yeah, sure.
leaving
Yeah.
Hogwarts over in the other part,
Mhm.
right? So
Yeah,
that'd-
so the Orlando park is so much cooler than the Hollywood park.
The one in California.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Orlando's legit. Like they've got some
Florida is superior to California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In almost every way.
in every way.
Not
almost.
If
in every way.
if the plane tickets were, I mean, I could drive to California and just go to the park. If I can get a
That's
plane,
what I did for my bachelorette
if I
party.
can, yeah, I'm like, if I can get a plane ticket for cheaper than it is to drive to California and deal with all that nonsense, I might just do that.
Yeah.
Because Florida location looks dope. But they just announced this. One of the things that they're expanding is the Dark Universe. So I know you guys know that they had the Dark Universe thing coming out. They had that movie with Tom Cruise with the Mummy, and then they were planning on having like Johnny Depp be the Invisible Man and Javier
Bardem.
Whatever. Yeah, I don't know how to say that.
Javier Bardem.
Thank you.
Javier
No, it's not. It's Bardem.
That's what I just said.
No, you said Bardem.
Bardem.
No, Bardem.
Stop gaslighting Alex, Jude.
Stop messing with my head, Jude.
Porkajal.
Fine.
Porkajal.
Yes. This is my porkajal.
Porkajal.
Javier Bardem was going to be Frankenstein. Like it was, they had the whole thing lined up, and then Alex Kurtzman, tanked it. Just tanked it because he didn't know how to write a movie.
Well, you know what else that Universal does that is like every, I want to say September through all of October, they do the Halloween Horror Nights.
Sure, yeah.
And they close the park down
Yeah.
so that it can get spooky. And then you have to buy another ticket
You
to
guys-
participate in Halloween Horror Nights.
Now
You
they
guys realize they're building a year-round permanent horror nights thing here in Vegas, right?
Are they?
Universal is. It's right down there-
Universal?
Yeah, it's down there next to Area 15.
no way.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
You want to go?
Yeah, I want to go.
Oh, yeah, we're
What
going
do
to
you
go.
mean? Do I want to
Dude,
go?
we're setting up a freaking table out in the front door.
Okay,
It's like we're going to just talk to people when they come
I'm down.
in.
I'm going to go get a job there as one of the monsters.
You
totally
should.
do that.
Oh, can we all do that?
Maybe.
Wouldn't that be weird? Like,
I'm very excited.
wouldn't it be
all
like
of
a
sudden
weird
right
little
now.
like subversive mission that we all go on?
I can't do the podcast this week, guys.
I gotta go to work.
I gotta go study my lines.
Yeah, we can go to Lost Spirits and then hop on over to.
Oh, hell
There's
yeah.
the Lord.
Yes.
Oh,
Can this be my life?
just get a job
Yeah.
at Lost Spirits.
Mhm.
Then you can do.
I have a friend who works there.
I know. I met her. She's super nice.
She's so nice.
She's so sweet. I loved her. And then you could get a job at Area 15 as whatever, just
Whatever.
bartender or something like that. Cool.
Yeah.
And then on your side gig, you could go work at the
You
Halloween
could just
store.
work for 24 hours
Just
straight.
do a loop. Just making money,
Yep.
not sleeping. Anyway, Universal. So this the way I looked at this, I read this article. It's like, oh yeah, cool, another theme park. It's gonna be cool. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, Disney is failing
Oh,
monetarily
Yeah.
with their movies. Their parks are not doing as well as they thought they would.
Mhm.
Star Wars Land is
sucks.
apparently just kind of a ghost town. Tom went there recently and he was like, it was fun, but most of the
Mhm.
rides sucked.
My son's class, they scheduled this class trip.
Yeah.
For the 4th and 5th graders. And you could sign up and they were like, just so you know, we have limited slots for it. And it was really fucking expensive, but they planned this Disney trip. And we were like, all right, we're going to let them do it. I paid the price. And then they emailed me like a month ago. They were like, hey, nobody signed up. We had to cancel the trip. And I was like, oh my gosh, he was so looking forward to this.
Yeah.
But I was like, buddy, what are you looking forward to most about like going to Disney? And he was like, I heard they have really good snacks there.
Oh, that there's like, yeah.
So I was
Their
like-
churros are pretty bomb.
So I was like,
Corn dogs are bomb
I was like,
too.
what if we went to Universal instead? Because they have Mario World, they have
Yeah.
Harry Potter
Yep.
World, they
Yeah.
have Minions, and he was like, "That sounds great.
That's
Can
what-
we
yeah,
do that?"
yeah.
So we're doing that instead.
Yeah, my
Good.
kids, same thing. My kids are like, if I showed them Mickey Mouse, but oh yeah, it's Mickey.
I don't give a shit
They
about
don't
Mickey
give a shit.
Mouse.
But if I show them a freaking Minion, they
Heck
lose
yeah.
their minds.
Yeah.
Mario, forget about
Yeah.
it. They're
Yeah.
all over that.
That's the thing. When was the last time Mickey Mouse was in anything relevant other than South Park?
Mm-mm.
The Mickey Mouse Club on
And
Disney
if you're
Plus.
letting your
watches
kids
that?
watch South Park, you're not doing it right.
You're not doing good.
Or are you? Some good life lessons.
No, but
learned
that's
on
a good
show.
point. Disney has worked its way out of the family unit.
Yeah.
They've messaged themselves so far. You could have put the camera on me.
I wanted to see her go good.
This way. There you go. Disney has politically messaged themselves out of the family unit.
Yeah.
Right? They don't want families anymore.
No.
They want freaking colorful rainbow people all over the place.
So Universal is like,
And Universal's like,
hold my beer.
there's a market,
Yep.
and they're marketing towards it. And I love the fact.
Let's do it right next to Disney.
Just right next to them, just in their face.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like, this is what a real theme park should
Yeah.
look like.
This is what family friendly looks
Yeah.
like. Not this podcast. This is not a family friendly
No, no.
podcast. But I love that they're like trolling Disney.
Absolutely.
They're like, oh yeah, guys, check this out.
Yeah.
We got Mario.
Yeah.
What do you got? Goofy?
You know,
Fuck you.
You know what our park is that yours isn't? It's not gay.
Clip it.
Okay.
Gay!
Yeah, this exactly. You know what's not in our theme park?
Gayness.
Gay and lame chicks. We got Mario,
That's
bro.
right.
And Princess Peach. Fuck off.
Yeah. Mhm.
No, I'm super excited for this. I read this and I genuinely got excited. And also, Universal just announced, and I know you guys don't give a shit about this, but I love it. They're making another Jurassic World movie next year on July 4th, I think is the release date.
I guess I got to watch the latest one.
Hey, whatever.
I haven't watched it yet.
I don't know. See, this is the thing. There's no information on it yet. They have like speculations on who's going to write it and direct it. But what's more important is Universal is winning when Disney is losing, because they've cut themselves out of their own market. And Universal's like, hey, we got this.
Mhm.
We can make kids movies. We don't have to have them filled with propaganda and
No.
nonsense. We can make theme parks. It can be fun. All the cool characters that you love from your movies, they're right here.
Yep.
Disney doesn't have that anymore. And when they try to do it, they have that freaking Galactic Cruise thing. It was like $10,000 for a weekend.
Yep. Didn't even have TVs in the rooms.
It's just absurd ideas. Like, yeah.
You want to know what it's like to spend a lot of money to save to live in a submarine bunk? No.
Do you remember that thing that happened when they first announced the Galactic Cruise? They had like this thing where you got on like a shuttle, and then they like,
Yeah, that's how they transport you.
but it was a box truck.
yeah,
It was just a moving
with a
box
really,
truck
with a really cool
with the side panels and
box
stuff.
that they put you in,
Yeah.
sealed you in the
They're
box.
like, this is how you get transported.
This is like the shuttle pod.
It was a
going over it.
freaking moving truck from U-Haul.
You're all
You're in the back, like, oh, this is a really rough ride.
This is really realistic. Holy shit, man.
Oh, no.
I feel like I'm actually moving.
Watch out, there's a TIE fighter.
The driver's up there.
He's just drinking a cigarette. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, drinking and smoking a cigarette while he's driving. Fucking Disney.
Look out, we're gonna go to warp speed.
Slams on the brakes. Everybody goes to the front.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, we hit an
Perfect.
asteroid. Oh, Disney.
Some people pound on the side of the
Yeah.
wall. It's funny. Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Universal.
Yeah.
They're bringing it. They're gonna bring a Killer Park.
I'm here for it.
How to Train Your Dragon.
Oh, I forgot about that
Epic
too.
Monsterverse.
Yeah. And they're making a live action version. And I think they're bringing a handful of the original cast members back.
No, it's just Gerard.
It's just Gerard Butler?
Yeah.
And a bunch of DEI hires.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
It's gonna be nuts.
That's a Viking show.
It's also Universal.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be good.
What happened? I thought that was going to be great.
DEI happened.
No. Are they falling in for the same trap? Is that what you're
Absolutely.
telling me?
That's what I'm telling
You're telling
you.
me Universal's falling in the
Yeah.
same friggin' pit hole.
Yeah.
Well, that just ruined my whole argument.
For that movie.
For that one
That
movie.
doesn't mean the movie has anything to do with this. I'm assuming.
Well, they do have How to Train Your Dragon World
They're going to stick with the animated movie. They have a feeling for this thing. So
for the yeah probably.
it's a retelling for modern audiences.
An action reimagining.
With Channing
Yeah.
Tatum.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is he gonna be Hiccup? Who's playing Toothless?
A computer.
Alyssa Milano.
Shut up.
Zendaya.
Zendaya, isn't it? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Billie Eilish. That's just joking.
Anyway, that's it. I just wanted to get a round of applause for Universal. Good job, guys.
I'm looking forward. I'm actually think I might go.
Yeah,
I would really much like to go.
I would love
I'll
to
go with you.
Can we all just go?
Yeah, let's go.
I want to plan it for
Do
like.
you want to
20
come over tonight and go to Universal?
I legit want to try to plan something around like in 2026, like and like correlate it with like MegaCon and whatever meetups.
Oh,
they do
just
back
go down to
there.
Florida.
I already have
Yeah.
plans to do Halloween Horror Nights
So
this coming Halloween Horror Nights.
Nice. I don't make plans that far in
Yeah,
advance.
me neither.
Unless I'm going to Scotland.
You also don't do spur of the moment plans either.
I'm too broke to do that. You gotta have money to do that.
Do you want to come over and be broke tonight?
Yeah, that I can do.
Speaking of broke, we still need 5 more gifted.
No,
I don't know.
hit us up. Yeah, poor Alex. No. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Next subject.
TikTok. Yeah, I
TikTok.
heard about this.
Oh, this is another Universal talk too. So Universal Music Group, which is owned under the Universal's umbrella, just ripped all their music off of TikTok.
Yeah.
And TikTok's like, what are people going to dance to?
Good.
And they were like,
good for them.
Figure it out.
not our music, bitch.
Mm-mm.
Not our music.
And the people who already danced to that music, the music's no longer there. They're just dancing. to
They're just
nothing.
dancing to nothing. So you just flip through TikTok and people are just going for no reason.
Yeah, like Universal Music Group catalog had like some huge art, like Taylor Swift, and a bunch of these songs that like went viral that people like did like dance videos to and stuff, like dance challenges. And now it's just like all that music had to come down. And TikTok is basically reeling from this. They're like, oh, we made a big mistake.
Yeah, I don't know how to react to something like this because I don't understand the business stuff behind it. I just know that I'm not a huge TikTok fan.
I don't even have that app.
Yeah, and you know,
I know it's really frustrating for me because I want to send you TikToks.
What? You want to send me what?
I want to send you TikToks.
Oh. I don't, yeah, because I have to click on it and then it takes me to the website.
It's the same thing that I go through every time you send me a Twitter post.
I don't send you Twitter posts.
I've gotten Twitter posts.
From him.
I tag her in Twitter, even though I know she's not on there.
Yeah, she does it all the time.
Hey, at June.
I just wanted to
He's
make.
like,
I wanted to feel.
You didn't
like,
respond to the thing I tagged. I'm like, what, bro?
Well, here's the thing. If I'm doing I'm on assaulting her Twitter, and I make an announcement and I tag all 4 of us, so we all get them on our things, and I don't want it to just be the 3 of us and not include her, even though she doesn't give a shit.
And then he's like, hey, I didn't tag you in something. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not on there. I need to just figure out how to go in and just delete my account so that he doesn't feel bad anymore.
Nah, keep it.
Yeah, fuck him. I need some more tonic.
But yeah, you know, TikTok is Chinese spyware.
Yes,
they're going to take over the world with TikTok.
Yeah.
And I don't really care anything bad that happens to TikTok.
I hope it dies. Kadish and I had an interesting conversation on the way when we were out on our gig.
Yeah.
About there's a couple other changes that are happening to TikTok that are potentially tanking the whole app.
So what's happening is TikTok, in reaction to losing all this music and also in reaction to trying to be profitable by showing ads, what they're doing is it's called the YouTubeification of TikTok.
Oh.
And so YouTube is actually trying to be more like TikTok, or I'm sorry, TikTok's trying to be more like YouTube and less like the thing that made them popular in the first place. And so what they're doing is they're moving to horizontal video, and they're moving to videos that are longer than 1 minute.
Oh.
You can now post videos up to 30 minutes long on TikTok.
And they're the other way.
Yeah,
I hate that. As a person who uses TikTok probably every day, the videos who are like, you have to turn your phone to watch it. I'm like, fuck off.
Just skip.
Well, the reason that they're doing that though is because their current ad strategy of putting like short sponsored videos in between other videos isn't working, because as soon as somebody sees a sponsor ad, they just like swipe up.
Yeah.
Like even like a fraction of a second, like they don't get a view.
Rightfully so.
Yeah. And so what they're trying to do is they want longer videos so that they can actually like put ads, like insert ads into the content, kind of like how YouTube does it, because that's the only thing that's going to work in order to help them get monetized. But what they're forgetting is that the users of TikTok don't like any of this stuff. They're there for like short form video.
Yeah.
Totally different beast.
They're losing their audience. They're trying to cater to it, or they're trying to make money instead of catering to their audience. You just grabbed the vodka away
Sorry,
from me.
I didn't put enough in. I didn't put enough
Jude
in.
and I are making ourselves a little tonic over here, and she
I-
just stole the vodka away
I
from
would
me.
have gotten more tonic had
Sorry.
I known you were going to take all of the tonic.
Okay. This is a live show, guys. We're the IRL part. This is the real life part right here. It's just us.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
How much did you put?
How much vodka?
Yeah. Like 50%?
Like enough?
Like 50-50?
Oh, yeah, like a 50-50.
Is that safe?
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Like 50% we die, 50% we live?
No.
We still have to do that.
Yeah.
We have to do that. I want to do that reel with you or TikTok or whatever.
Yeah, like 50-50.
50-50. What do you mean 50-50? What's that?
50-50.
So I was going to say that Nick had a comment in the chat here that says the #1 Stargate podcast is exclusive to TikTok, and I don't understand that.
The #1 Stargate podcast you can only listen to on TikTok?
I guess I'll never listen to it.
Huh.
That is a odd strategy.
I could make a,
I'm going to look it up right now.
I can make a TikTok account. I have a TikTok account, but I could just make it videos about not liking TikTok.
Nick, what is it?
Yeah, drop the name of that podcast in the chat there, Nick. I
don't know why you're watching me on TikTok because TikTok sucks. If you really want to watch me, go over to YouTube.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I used to have TikTok until I got a little bit more understanding about what they did to your phone when you had it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I'm not doing that anymore. Which is probably nonsense because all the apps track everything you do anyway, and they're all owned
But
by
you can
freaking.
tell them not to.
Oh, you can tell them
You
not
can
to.
say no.
If I say the word Shady Mile 17 times
You're
in front of
gonna
my
get an ad.
phone, I'm going to get an ad for Shady Mile, right?
Yeah. Every time.
Honest to God, you type in anything on TikTok, and if it has the word podcast in it, fucking Joe Rogan appears.
Well, he's the most popular podcast in
Because
the
he
world.
is the #1 podcaster.
Numero uno.
Can't get away from Joe
It's
Rogan.
like Bloody Mary in the mirror.
Speaking of Joe Rogan,
Are we?
Are we
how long
moving
do you
on?
want? How long do you want to talk about TikTok?
I don't know.
Okay.
TikTok.
TikTok's failing.
I'm done.
Yeah.
It's failing.
Why don't we save Joe Rogan for the
Yeah.
members?
Ooh, members. Oh, is it
Yeah,
time for
I mean,
members
we-
It's
content?
pretty much time for members
Time for
content.
members content. All right, guys. If you are a member of the channel, you should, quote unquote,
You
should get automatically transferred to the member only stream. So hang tight. If that doesn't happen, let us know. You can go to saltynerdlive.com.
Somebody quick, do 5 more members so
5 more members.
that more people can join us.
You can go to saltynerdlive.com. If you don't automatically get directed over there, then you'll find that stream there if you're a member of the channel. That being said, thanks everybody so much. Really do appreciate the super chats.
Yeah. Whether you're a member or not, we just appreciate that.
Yeah,
you're
we like
here.
hanging out.
We love doing this.
We're here no matter what.
And we were at our new time zone or time slot
Yeah,
today.
time
time slot.
Is it 1 o'clock? What time did we start?
1.
Oh, 1. Perfect.
1 to 4.
I wasn't paying attention. All right.
So we're time sluts for time slots.
I like that.
Hey, real quick.
I bet you do.
I wanna ask Matt.
I bet you do.
Hey, remember that time in Time Cup?
Matt, what are we doing
Remember
on
that
Saturday?
time we were time sluts?
When these guys didn't been talking, what are we doing on Saturday?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't know yet.
We don't know yet. Okay. I just wanted to say that because I love it when he asked me that, and I'm like, I don't know.
We're flying by the seat of our pants.
I mean, I kind of know, but we don't have any confirmation
Okay,
yet,
cool.
so I don't want to make any announcements.
Right on.
All right. Moral of the
Stay
live
tuned.
stream today is go get him, Gina Carano.
Yeah,
That's the message.
exciting.
That's the last message I want to say.
So exciting.
Yeah.
All right, folks.
I'd watch that.
Alyssa
on-
Milana,
I'll
you
watch,
had it coming.
You can suck it.
You had it coming.
Roll, Reggie.
I'm gonna watch that Gina Carano thing on Court TV.
And everything's gay.
And
Bye.
everything's super gay.
Clip it.
Oh, gay, 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 so gay.